Well, hi. How are you?
Uh, how do you think? Look at me. Um,
You look
are,
you look good.
are, are we on or not
We
on
are
yet?
on.
Oh,
I'm frustrated because I was hurriedly trying to post
mm,
the festivities to Instagram, and
yeah.
I hit share with a not the cover picture that I want, and so
Oh,
now I
caray.
can't. I'm trying to see if I can change the cover picture, and so I don't know if I delete this post if I can then repost the video from the archive. I don't know if you can do that. So I have to look into it because I want the cover to show all of us. It's just a picture of me, and I want it to show all of us that were on the show. And so now I'm like pissed off and frustrated because I have a wrong
Listen,
cover picture.
don't be too frustrated, pussycat. Don't worry your little head about that one.
But it'll be a much people will be much more inclined to watch it if it's a picture of you, me, Tracy, and Brian than
Don't
it is
worry
just a
about
picture
that.
of me.
Don't worry
I
about
am
that.
worried about that. What's the whole point of doing the show is to get people to watch it.
So just he post.
That's what I'm saying. But I don't know with after if I delete it, if I can repost something from my archive. You can, right?
I don't know, but he posted first as if you just post it again before you delete the other one.
I see what you're saying. I'll try. Yeah, good idea.
Of course. See, I'm always thinking for her.
Okay, let me shake it off because I want to reset because this is a whole new show. And I should, you know what? Since it is a whole new show, Hanato, you know what I should do?
What should you do?
Freshen up my lip gloss.
Uh, I don't need lip gloss. My God was made my lips to be juicy at all time anyway. Look at that. Even if I'm dehydrated, he still look juice.
Is that you still have even when you're out in Vegas, you still have juicy lips?
Yeah. The
All right.
wind is
Well,
bounce off that one.
hey, so not for nothing. How great and hello everybody. And I'm sorry. Yes, yes, D and D. Uncle Hanach must have really been having fun with Tracy Cortez. He must have really been chomping it up. He did, and we did. We had a really great conversation with her. She's such a cool girl,
The thing
and
was how much fun she was having with your Uncle Hanach, caralho. She was like a kid on a candy's
she was amused by you.
store.
I will agree to with that. She was definitely
Amusement is a cousin of attraction.
okay. Well, listen, more excited for the after party than the regular show, Library Shortcake. Well, I like that vibe, and welcome to it tonight. We are, folks. I should let you know. We are going to talk about Cheeto Vera versus our buddy Rob Font, who was our guest last week on Tuesday Night Festivities. If you haven't seen that show, you should definitely look into it because we talked to him about being sort of Rican and being in the main event this weekend. Rob's such a good
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, my funny, my I can't even.
And we talked about it. We talked about it. No, we talked about a Dominican chef, though. We
Yeah,
talked
he's
about him
Dominican
having a
chef.
Dominican chef who cooking for him the
Yeah,
Dominican food.
yeah, she cooking that stuff and making him trying to fatten him up, caralho.
No, man,
Like the
no,
Puerto
man. She's
Rican
trying to help
Hansel.
him. She's supporting her man.
Now that's
She's
like the
helping him.
Puerto Rican Hansel and Gretel.
No,
That's
man.
the Hansel and Gretel, caralho.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Mira,
And we it was a combination of Brazilian time and Jamaican time, but really what had happened was we were in a conversation and then we got into it and Brian popped in for more of the conversation and then we were talking to him about a few other things and sorry. That's why I say on the thing we start around 8:15.
yeah, we start whenever we start, porra,
The after party, the whole point is the after party starts when the goddamn, when the cool kids show up, right?
Yeah, and
I'm kidding. I'm
exact.
kidding.
And
I'm kidding. I'm
also
kidding.
it start when we fucking done with the other one. So if you're getting antsy for the after
Go
party,
watch
just
the
watch
other
the
one.
fucking other
That's
one and
when you know
then
where we are. Actually, you're right.
yeah.
Good point again. Hanato. That's two good points.
All it is common sense, porra.
Is that exactly? If we're not here, guess where we
Yeah,
are? We're still on the
yeah.
other one. Yeah,
You
you're
know?
right.
In
You're
fact,
right.
if we going long on that one, that just means that you're getting extra of us because that means we gotta do this one too after that. So
Exactly. Well,
you
also, if you notice on the thumbnail that I make, I said when the IG guest departs, that's when we start. You know what I mean? And so it
yeah,
says
there
it
you
right
go.
there.
So
And
you
it
can
and
look at that one.
yeah.
Oh,
But look at speaking of
this
looking at,
whole my whole it's
is that
backwards.
Pierre Cardin?
It's it's PU, goddamn. No, it's what's the name of the
Is it
fucking
silk? What does
skunk?
it mean?
What's the name of that skunk?
Oh, Pepe Le Pew.
Yeah, it's Pepe. It's Pepe Le Pew, caralho. No, it is Pierre Cardin. I'm not even joking.
Nice.
Where's the fucking?
Wow.
If you
Yeah,
know
yeah,
the
yeah,
emblem
yeah.
of Pierre Cardin.
I do see that. I do see that. Hey, listen, I want to address this, Fernando, saying your quality is much better on YouTube. Maybe try reinstalling Instagram to fix the choppiness. See, it's not that. What it is you can't do Instagram Live, I don't believe, from a desktop. So for this, I have an Ethernet, and Hanato has a hardline, I believe, or whatever. But for IG, I use my iPad, which I don't believe I can hardline into, right?
I don't
Unless
know.
there's an
This I
adapter
don't.
that
This I
actually,
don't
well,
know.
actually, you know what? You're right. Actually, I have never tried it. Maybe this adapter that's going, it is a C,
Maybe you
it is a
should
C.
because I
Maybe I
think.
should try that. I could actually, I might be able to
But
try that.
but here's a question. Here's a question for you. How come if this is the case? How? Because I thought about that. But how come when I see the shit? Okay. When we go on a live, I look crystal clear. You look jumpy. But then when I look back at the shit, you look crystal. When you post it, you look crystal
Yeah.
clear. I look jumpy. But the guests always look good.
I
So
don't know. Maybe,
it can't be that it's fucking up because it's on you thing or whatever. Because why wouldn't the guest look fucked up like I do for her?
yeah, I don't know. I don't exactly. Yeah, I don't know. I
And
don't know. But
I have the fastest fucking internet that cable
yeah,
company
I don't
offer.
understand
I
it.
got a fucking VPN. I got a
You must
new
have like,
mod.
maybe the whole building is stealing your Wi Fi.
There's no building. I have a house. I am
Oh,
in
that's
a
true. You do
fucking
have that.
mansion for her. The fuck you want from me?
Really?
Well, kinda.
Kinda. All
It,
1,200
it,
square feet.
is a condo a
All
mansion?
1,200. The sunken living room counts double.
Yeah, it's a condominium. Caralho. Mm.
Hey, you know what? I want to send out some respect to Sean Kalam, saying this is the only podcast I watch. Y'all are the best. Thank you so much. I
Yeah,
really appreciate it.
you have an excellent taste, Shawn Kala.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, so Hinato,
Salam alaikum, my brother.
assalamu alaikum, alaikum salam. Hey,
Yeah,
so
walaikum.
what do we want to talk about first? So here's some topics that we have. The movie that we saw last night, The Outlaw Johnny
Okay.
Black, with our buddy Josh Barnett in it, Randy Couture, Cowboy Cerrone. We could talk about that a little bit. We
Now,
have,
but how much do they want us talking about that though? You know, like letting some certain surprises out and stuff.
you're right. You might be right. We could just glance over some things. You might be right there on that. But I also have, some B-roll queued up of Rob Font and Cheeto Vera.
Oh,
If we want to talk about that fight that's coming up, I have some, things about the top 5 movies in the theaters currently this weekend. I also have the ideas on like what's the craziest thing people have ever sneaked into the movies to like eat or drink. So we can start with any of these topics. I just want to
also,
know
you
where you
know
want to go
what?
first.
Let's also
And the
remember
Willem Dafoe appreciation.
that. But you know what is a topic that I feel like is on everybody's mind that we need to touch on? Fucking Johnny Depp versus the succubus.
Okay, well, you should have told me. I would have gotten some graphics ready for that.
Well, we don't need a graphics for that. Everybody can look on the fucking IG. There's a graphics of that every 5 seconds. There's a new meme from that one.
True.
So
That is very
they
true.
they know what we're talking about.
That's true.
It's
Well,
it's,
what?
it's Captain Jack Sparrow versus the succubus from fucking Aquaman or whatever. Well,
Well, first and
she's a
foremost,
hot and one. She's a mean one, Mr.
Renaissance
Grinch.
Mang or Hanaissance Mang saying, I think KB want a piece of that stuff's poor Kaalio. He
Wow.
donated, or they donated $5, $4.99. Thank you so much for the donation. And no, I do a piece of him. Yeah, that no.
I know, ladies and gentlemen. Why would anybody want to enjoy that? I mean, what would be in it for someone to enjoy?
And
Who would
no,
want that?
although double
Hey,
clue,
who
well,
would want that?
double clue with the with the donation. Thank you so much, double
Oh
clue.
God, he
Saying,
went one
Uncle Hanoch
penny.
looking fly tonight. Show me that muscle, Uncle
Oh
Theo.
God. Oh, well, here,
Dámelo, dámelo.
God, that's all you get for now. Until you gotta make me drunk. You gotta pay more than $5 every time, and then and then
Yeah.
I'm gonna do
Okay.
more
We
stuff,
got
and
that
then
for
I'm gonna
tip
do more
jar.
stuff. Yeah, I gotta give a lap dance. You gotta give me $20 for that one.
Well, what do you? So, what's your take on this? I actually,
On what?
on Johnny Depp versus Amber. Or you were the one who brought it
Well,
up.
I'll tell you what. Okay, I always been a fan of Johnny Depp. Okay,
Hmm.
I think he's a talented actor. I think he's the type of actor where I respect that he take wild swings at shit, you know?
Hmm.
And sometimes he hit, sometimes he miss. But I respect that he never plays safe. He just go for that shit, you know? And
Hmm.
I always respect that. He brought a lot of joy from a lot of the parts that he made. And then
Hmm.
when all this shit started came out, whatever, a year or two ago, whatever, I thought I don't even know. I had never even heard, no pun intended, about this fucking
Of
chick
her,
before. I
right?
didn't even know who the fuck she was.
Right.
And then it seemed like we was in a time where we was kind of in the middle of like, kind of believe all women or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
So I think the default was like, oh, Johnny Depp was putting his hands on her, or it turns out he's a piece of shit or whatever. You know, it was kind of like it was
I don't
the way
necessarily agree. You
the
think
way
everybody default
the way
agreed with
it
her?
well, the studios, they got hit of he lost his, he's not, they kicked him off the main villain of Fantastic Beasts.
Oh, that's right. Right,
They
because yeah,
kicked
they
they
had to
kicked him
kind of
they
basically
kicked him
he
off
lost
of
work.
they
That's
kicked
what
him
he's
off
doing
of
for.
Pirate of the Caribbean even.
Right.
Okay.
Sorry. I always get cold when we start this. So they
Well,
that's what he's suing for, like loss of work and loss
yeah,
of revenue and
and
stuff,
and
right?
so if you think, I mean, so that showed that people was like, without hearing anything else, they was like, oh, this guy, that poor girl or whatever. Come to
Yeah,
found
you might be
out that
right.
that this chick is a piece of shit, boy, huh?
She's
And
kind of
she's a
nuts, right?
not only that, she's a heel piece of work. Not to say that this guy's not a fucking drug addict and a piece of work himself,
Yeah, he
but
strikes
it's
me as somebody who might ride the H train.
he looked like he's doing any and everything.
Yeah.
However, from what it seemed like from the shapes and all that kind of stuff, it looked like
Yeah.
he's the type of guy, for as whatever quirky and difficult or whatever the fuck he is, he's not
Hmm.
the type of guy who's just gonna start laying his hands on you or whatever. And it seemed by the shapes and stuff that she's the one who, if he's giving her the silent treatment or whatever, or being
Hmm.
like, look, I don't want to deal with you right now, she's gonna punch him in the face, or hit him with something fucking
Right.
fiber him over the head with a fucking bottle or something like that. And then, I don't know. I feel like
Well,
it's a shitty stuff.
it is. I don't know that I will ever say so and so doesn't look like a wife beater because like that's not anything I can
I
really,
Oh, I never said that.
you know what
No,
I mean?
no, I never
Say.
said that. I'm saying
But
people
I
was
agree.
saying people was just taking for grant, like people was just taking her word and going, oh, he's a piece of shit. And
Right.
even he caught her on tape. I don't know if you heard this part. He caught her on tape admitting that when she punched him multiple times, and that he was like, and then what did I do? He got her on the phone saying this shit.
Yeah.
He go, and what did I do? And he said, did I walk away? Did I just get out of there? Did I hit you back? And she's like, no, you did the high thing. And then she's like, but you know what? Guess what? You think they're gonna believe you or they're gonna believe me? Yeah, she's saying
Yeah.
shit like that. I
Yes.
mean, come on.
Yeah. No, I don't. I am not a person who necessarily, automatically sided with her. And I also am not a girl that's just like seduced and in love with Johnny Depp. So I believe him and whatever he says.
Yes, you are. The
But
the fact that you just said that and you did your head like that or whatever, that means you do like a Johnny Depp.
I like him as an actor. I think he's very talented. But but he could. I just like you said.
Well,
There
just
was a
because he's
different
old
tape.
now, you don't like him anymore because he
No, no,
looked like
no.
a strip club DJ.
There was a different tape of something about her. Yeah, some argument that they had and her tone and stuff, and it wasn't good. And
Oof.
the way she was picking the fight, and
Oh,
things she was saying, you were sort of
the
like, yeah.
nastiness.
There was a real biting. Like yeah, it was
And
mean.
to me, look, she's good looking, but
Yeah, she's pretty.
yeah, but like that
Oh,
pretty.
there's a lot of pretty girls.
That's what I'm saying. Like she's not that fucking pretty. I mean, like
No,
you
no.
Johnny Depp. I
Nobody's
mean,
that worth getting beat up.
I seen old leathery fucking like plastic surgeon type guys in Porsches doing with better looking girls in their Ferrari. You know,
Right. Oh yeah, for sure, for
why
sure.
you gotta
You,
fuck with a surly, mean, nasty chick, boy?
no, absolutely, absolutely. I agree. It's not worth the time. Like, what's the point? Why there's
And
so many other girls.
you know, it's so fucking funny too because like he actions sometimes when they, you know, because you can tell he got a good sense of humor because
Yeah.
he's like a he have like that shit eating like Cheshire cat like when they he hits them with dry zinger sometime, you know.
Did you ever see the? He did an episode of. Did you ever see the show that used to be on HBO with that the little person Warwick Davis?
Oh, the English one.
Yes,
Yeah, I did.
and
What
it
the
was
fuck was
called
that called?
Life is Short. It was called.
Yeah,
And it
yeah,
was
yeah, yeah.
so funny with John. There's a Johnny Depp episode, and
Oh,
he
God,
like really leans into
he's
the
funny, man.
being the
He
freaky weird actor guy, and it's so funny. No, so he is incredibly talented, like Donnie Brasco and stuff like
all
that,
that
and
stuff.
like he's great.
Ed
Ed
Wood, all that
Wood,
stuff. Yeah,
Well, and Edward Scissorhands is great. He's
Edward
great in that.
Scissorhand, amazing.
Yeah,
But what was I gonna say? The one that made me laugh was when she was like, when her lawyer was heating out the transcript and was like, you know, my client had said that she was, she was bored and uninterested in hearing these old guys sitting around playing guitars all the time or whatever. And it's funny because the old guys she's talking about is like
Slash.
Keith Richards and Slash and people like that. Like if that's uninteresting to you, what the fuck is interesting? Everybody
They're
else's
the best
boyfriend,
guys in the
yeah.
world.
Everybody else boyfriend who's sitting watching Netflix with you or whatever. Like, what the fuck is interesting to you? You fucking ungrateful. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
like
Like, what
it.
does anybody's boyfriend do? Like, have legends over playing
Let me
guitar
double
and
check.
drinking wine and shit.
Right, and maybe people know right offhand, but I'll look at it right now to see. Yeah, I forget. But it's like, isn't it? It's not Johnny Depp and Billy Idol, but isn't it like Johnny Depp? Like you said, Keith. It's not Keith Richards, but isn't it like
No, it
Slash
is
or one of
Keith
the guys
Richards.
from Motley Crue or
He
somebody?
hangs out with fucking Keith Richards.
Yeah, no. I know. I'm saying I'm trying to think of the people that are also in the band. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, in
Um,
his band
yeah. They're
or
called
in
they're called the
or whatever they call it. He
something
also hang
party.
out with famous dudes that come over and they noodle around on the
No,
guitar
I
and
know.
tell
I'm saying, yeah,
old
so he
war
has this
stories.
this group called the Hollywood Vampires. And
Mm.
it's him with yeah, Joe Perry from Aerosmith, who's a god in my book,
Yeah,
because I'm from Boston and Aerosmith is a band that I grew up listening to. I love them. Like, I absolutely love them. Alice Cooper's in the band, it says.
yeah. Come
Matt
on.
Sorum, who's from Guns N' Roses.
Yeah,
Who else? Okay, so if you and Glenn Sobel from Deezer. It said no, wait, Glenn Sobel from whatever. It says he was Alice Cooper's drummer, and
and
he
look,
also has
look,
worked with
Karen
different.
Bryant,
Yeah,
and she's hauling her eyes about that. Like, oh, who wants to sit around and listen to these guys,
yeah, they're like they're rock
these
and
legends?
roll
But if you think
icons.
about it, what does any normal boyfriend do on through Monday through Friday, like at the crib? You know, like sit around and watch TV
Sit around and watch
for the
TV.
most time. You know, like or what are you gonna play board games or something? So like almost every other fucking boyfriend you're gonna have, you're not gonna do shit that's that
No,
interesting. And so
right.
now you complaining about like, oh, this guy has legends over and they play guitar. What the fuck is going on back there, Karayu?
That's just don't mind the racket, folks. That's just a it's just mini me.
What she's doing over there, Karayu? Throwing books at the
Apparently
wall?
throwing a spaz, dropping water bottles and throwing away her stuff. I don't know. She's just
Did you wait a second? Did you put her on punishment and say you can't look at your Uncle Hanoch? And she's like,
yeah.
mommy, I want to. I have to see him. And you're like, he's too
Have
old
to.
for you.
No,
And
it's
she's like, I
forbidden.
love him.
No, it's
I love
forbidden.
him, Corralio.
That's right. He's asking if I've banned you from speaking to Anato because I don't want you to fall in love.
Because I look like a matinee idol. Porra.
You're a matinee idol.
Oh,
You're so her
caralho.
type. Yeah, make more noise getting ice, kid. Don't worry about it. Make
That's
more
what she's
noise.
doing. She's acting out,
Make
porra.
more noise. That's cool. That's cool. Anybody else got a teenager? Make more noise.
Oh, caray.
Anyway, okay. So what else? So
So
yes.
anyway,
So
I'm glad. I personally am glad because I was bummed out that now all of a sudden like Johnny Depp got to be erased from fucking movies from the movie
right. No,
business.
I don't
So
think so. I
now
don't think so.
it look like now he gonna fucking be
He's gonna
back, and
come back
maybe
from it.
the tables is turned. Maybe the fucking succubus can get the fuck out of here now
Succubus.
because
Hey,
we're
so
not
I
gonna.
just
I'm not gonna lose any sleep over not seeing any Amber Heard fucking movies. You know.
no, I hear you. I hear you. Okay, so listen, I just want to let people know I see the ones that have questions that have donations, and
Oh,
we will get to those. So but we can either get to those first. How about you want to do that first?
why not? Let's be crazy. Let's have the dessert first, boy.
Okay, so Dean D is asking, and thank you for the donation. KB and Uncle Natch, with you both being so immersed in MMA for years, has that destroyed the thrill or excitement of movie fight scenes? Um, for me, it's made me more critical, but I wouldn't say destroyed or ruined.
You know what? Okay, so I put it in a different category. Movie fight scenes is like I f- I feel like the thing that it destroy is I cannot watch a movie if there's MMA in it. It's like unwatchable. You know, like the way they portray MMA in particular. I think maybe the best one that did it was that one called like Warrior or some shit like
That
that.
was good with
That wasn't bad. But
did you
all
see
the
the Halle
rest of the
Berry
ones,
movie?
no, I didn't
Did,
saw that one.
you didn't watch the Halle Berry one, Bruised?
Now, was I? Did they have? Did you buy the
Well, it
stuff?
was Valentina. I mean,
I'm not.
was her
It don't matter who's in it. I'm saying the way they do it is very corny. Usually, just like how boxing movies. Look, I love hockey movies. That's not how boxing matches look for her.
it's just hard because it's hard to separate Hallie from it. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
she
And
come.
so
You we'll have ideas about her already.
even
Yeah.
though she went all in and she went for it, like
Oh
it's
yeah, for
kind of
sure.
hard to separate her from who you know she really is. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
but
That's all. So
what I can't.
that's not a knock on her though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, what I can't stand is just how they portray the fights, the stuff that they choose to use a lot of time in MMA in movies. It's just look corny,
Yes.
you know.
It
Um,
doesn't always represent it.
but
But yeah,
so that in that way, that and jujitsu in movies and stuff, it's a little huff. But aside from that, action movie, nah, I don't care because it's fantasy to me, you know. I know
right.
Superman, you know, I know Christopher Reeve or whoever the fuck Henry Cavill or whatever the fuck his name is. You know, I know he can't fly in real life. I suspend disbelief for her, you know.
Right. Yeah, for me, like I said, it makes me more critical, and that doesn't necessarily mean I'm always negative about it. It just means I'm much more aware of, oh, they just threw a such and such kick, or they just did a such and such, and like, oh, that actually would be more or less effective in real life, or that, yeah, like that would have broken his arm, or something
You
like
know what
that.
I hate? You know what I hate? I'll tell you specifically, and I wish they would do this better in all type of action movie, including MMA or boxing movies or whatever. When someone get knocked out or get fucked up, it's always like, you know. In real life, people fall like a sack of
They
potato.
just
You know what I
crumble,
mean? Or
right?
they get a stanky leg, like imagine
Right,
somebody doing like the heel stanky leg shit. I mean, something that looked like the heel shit. You know what I'm saying?
right,
Or
right.
they get knocked out and their feet like their toes is crossed, you know, and pointed
Yeah,
or whatever. You
people
know?
go, they just crumble
Yeah,
in on themselves. Yeah, that's
yeah,
more realistic than this
yeah.
whole dramatic like display.
Yeah, same way with people getting shot. They go like, "Oh, caralho," you know. In real
Yeah,
life,
you
people get
wouldn't
shot.
have time to be grabbing you're
No,
just
but you
dead.
know what
Like
I'm
you're just
saying? You just drop, porra. You
right,
drop. Either that or you
right.
don't even know
Nobody's
you.
ever found dead on the
Yeah.
ground with their hand
Oh,
on their
and
chest.
also another thing is a lot of time people get shot and they don't even realize it and they trying to hunt away, and then they start realizing it. You know what I mean? They start
Yeah.
going, oh, it's something's burning, and then they feel like wetness all over the place and stuff.
Oh
Because
God, that's
your mind, if you've never been shot, your mind is trying to relate to something else. You know,
that sounds terrible. Oof,
it
oof,
does
oof.
sound terrible. Thank God your uncle Hanoch never got shot. Oh God.
Well, thank you,
Oh.
Library Shortcake, for the donation, 27-time champ. Why can the Dagestani Husseins do stuff nobody can replicate or defend against? Dagestani handcuffs, etc., like Khabib. Why can't other guys copy and learn the same moves? Hussein DNA?
People can.
Oh,
Great
Hush.
question.
Oh, Russian. I'm saying Hussein. He's saying
Uh,
Russian. I'm like
you
Russian.
don't know
Okay,
how to
yes,
heat.
Russian. Sorry.
You need to go back to HIF. Heating is
Like
fundamental.
Hussein. I can't even read either one. Sorry.
You thought he was talking about I hacky martial
I just
arts.
know. I thought it was just like a Muslim reference, not a
Listen,
not a. He was saying Russian. I'm like, derp,
um,
derp.
now that we over that, no, I'm kidding. What was I gonna say about that? What was this guy's name
The question
again?
is basically, and it's a
What
good
was his
question.
name
It's
though?
like,
I wanted
how
to
come
give him his
nobody can?
facts.
Everybody knows like Khabib and like Makhachev and these guys. They have that Dagestani handcuff. They have like a grappling prowess and an ability that is unreplicated with anybody else, and like a ferocity and a strength and a control element that just other people don't
No,
have.
I think there's a lot of stuff to that. I think a lot of them is training with each other. So kind of like how you have like the Danaher Death Squad, and you have like
Hmm.
all those guys. It's like they training with each other, and they just got the market cornered on a certain kind of shit.
Hmm.
And in MMA, I think like what these guys, the particular way, the style that they found is very effective. And these guys tend to be very fucking physically strong. A common denominator, and I don't know if it's a genetic, like a thing from the area,
Yeah.
but certain people have certain physical attribute. These guys always, none of them.
Oh, I can't hear you.
Oh, it's because somebody
There you
tried to
are.
call me. Because
There
someone
you
tried
are.
to call me.
Oh, oh, oh.
Um,
Yeah, no, they seem gorilla strength ability. Like
yeah, for whatever fucking reason. Now, and on top of that, they training with each other, and I think it's hard to replicate that. And maybe they're
Mhm.
training very hard all the time. It seemed like also, these guys. Another thing, they don't drink, they don't
Right.
party,
Right. And that's definitely
and
got to make it give you an edge as much as we don't want to admit
And
it.
I don't know how the religion work out, but I want to say they probably not. If they sticking strict to the stuffs, I think maybe they're not doing a lot of fucking around. If they're not like in a marriage relationship, I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but that could be a part of that one too. Like they just focus on training and nothing fucking else. I don't know, but I will say this: I don't think it's out of the
Not a
realm of
bad assessment.
possibility for someone who's not one of them to train with those guys and get all those same stuffs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, and I do think that
If they're willing to let you in.
I would love to. Yeah, that's one stuff, but I would also love to see some of these guys against some of the top jiu-jitsu guys in the world.
Yeah.
Not in the MMA. I would like to see if they can do that stuff in straight up jiu-jitsu just for my knowledge, because I feel like there's stuffs that are heel good, like for instance the Danaher guys. I feel like I couldn't imagine that stuff happening to them. But until I see it, it's just speculation. Um,
Yeah.
but hey, you gotta take your hat off to these guys. They know what the fuck they're doing. Oh, one other thing about, with the exception of Hamza, because he's not really part of that crew now.
No, he trains in Sweden. He's not one of
Yeah.
those guys.
So all those other guys, the Amish mafia, the ones who have like the beard and stuff like that,
Yeah, that's
um,
not a great nickname.
or whatever. What do you want to call that kind of beard? What is that? The chin strap, huh? It remind me of the Amish. Who else have a
It,
beard? Like, oh, I
it
know.
is.
Who was the Surgeon General
Oh yes.
from like the 80s or
Yes, the
whatever?
Surgeon General.
Coop or Coop Cup,
Cooper.
Coop
Yeah,
something?
yeah.
No, not Cooper Cup. That's the fucking NFL.
That's the
Um,
guy in the Seattle.
what?
No.
Oh, see every Coop.
See Evercoop. Right. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah, yeah. Anyway, they have it like that. But what the fuck I was saying anyway about that? Oh, another stuff is those guys. If you notice, they won't get into a firefight with you or whatever. They stick to the programming.
Yeah.
They don't get like, well, I'm gonna show you that I can strike with you. No, they're gonna get the body lock. They're gonna take you down. They're gonna fuck you up right there, and that's it.
Yeah.
And they're not worried that you go, oh, boo, you down. You know what I'm saying? They don't go, boo, you hustling. They don't care. They just do. They finish you, and that's it.
Slow DK says nope. No, you know what makes you better? Question mark. You're
Well,
better though?
it's not the punching in and of itself. It's the time and energy trying to chase the punching and procure that one when you could be training. And usually, if you're chasing that ones, you're doing a lot of other horse shit, and you're staying up late at night and all that kind of stuff.
Okay, well, here's a question, and I don't really know if you want to get into this, but there is a donation with this one. He's saying, "Why is Joe Rogan afraid of Uncle Hanoch? Did you guys have a? Did you beat him up one time? I don't think he's afraid of you,
Now
is he?
I've debated him on occasion.
Hmm.
I've tried philosophize and to debate with the guy, and I think maybe he's don't want he's afraid of the intelligence, the my acumen for her.
Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha,
You know,
gotcha. Okay, all right. Well, those were the questions that we had. So thank you guys so much for the donations.
that's all the
And
question.
yeah, those were the questions with the donations and stuff, and then
I wonder which new handbag you're gonna buy with those new donations.
nothing. There's no. It's the paying for the putting on the show on the internet.
What
Yeah,
internet? The internet is free for her.
but I'm saying I have to.
Al Gore was just create that one.
Hmm.
First, my God, and then Al Gore made that one.
um, um. This one is an interesting question. Do you think what BJJ guy, current or past, could beat Khabib?
You mean in a jiu-jitsu match or
I mean,
library
I guess so. Just
library
grappling, I
shortcut?
suppose.
Library shortcut. If you're talking about grappling, I put my money on Gary Chonin.
He's good.
If you a straight up grappling match, Gary Chonin.
Okay.
Give me Gary Chonin any fucking day.
Nice. Okay. 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 Hey, well, since you just mentioned Gary Tonin, I am curious what let's see.
But in a fucking MMA match, I can't say for her.
Right,
That's a whole different ball of wax.
right, right. So look at this is our buddy Cheat.
Oh, look at that one.
I mean, what? Wait. The layout is wrong. Go.
What?
Wait.
Why is that hung? That look good. Look, he look Puerto Rican.
No, I know, but where are we? We're supposed to be in the shot too.
Whatever. We know what we look like. Look at that guy. He's Trigueño.
I know, but we're supposed to be in it too. But yes, anyway, this is Rob Font, who was a
Oh,
guest
caray.
last week on our show, and he is in the main event on Saturday. There he is beating Cody Garbrandt.
Woof.
Boom, boom. He's got a great jab,
Oh,
and
he
he's
have an excellent jab for her. He
and
can
he's
hit you with
just scrappy.
those coochie fritos. Look at that. He put
Here he
some
is, Marlon
sazon. He
Raj.
put some sazon on that one.
So here he is in slow mo here against Ricky Simone, who looks
Woof.
just so great with that hair
Oh,
flowing.
I love Hickey Simone. No
Boom,
disrespect to
boom.
Hickey
Look
Simone.
at that though, just clips him with
I
that
know.
left hook.
I can't say nothing disparaging about Hickey Simone though. That's my
No,
guy.
no disrespect at all. I'm just saying.
No, you was trying to besmirch his name.
No, I'm saying the hair when
If you're
that stuff
watching
lands, it
Hickey
makes the
Simone.
hair look that good.
Oh,
But
caray.
yeah, Rob Font is an animal.
It's all
He
that
was,
lemon pepper wings that she's feeding that guy.
yeah. So he is going to be in action, and I'm very much looking forward to watching him.
Yeah, me too. Truth be told.
I'm curious what people saying. Oh, double the loot. They loving the clips. Cool, cool, cool.
Huh.
Okay, yeah. So here's the thing. Uh, Tim Klingbeil saying Ricky Simone is a massive celery enthusiast. Is that supposed to mean something?
I have no idea, but hey, so am I, Paul. It's good for you. It's good for your joints. You have, it's a natural,
Oh,
like
that's what he means.
what?
Got it. Well, I
What?
just didn't know that was what you're referring. Maybe it was a reference about that.
No, no, I'm saying your joints, like, and also it's like a natural Gatorade because have a lot of sodium. It's like have the electrolyte.
Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha.
I put that in
Okay,
my green shake for her.
gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Okay, and so here is Chito Vera, of
Oh,
course, who
look at
is
that guy.
Ecuadorian, and
That's the Ecuadorian flag.
yeah. So
Well, what the
Carlos
fuck is
Garza is also
what the
Ecuadorian.
fuck is the Colombian flag then? I get confused.
I
That
don't know, but I believe he is
don't it look
Ecuadorian.
similar to that one? Ah, whatever.
I believe he's Ecuadorian.
Yeah, he
I could be
probably
wrong.
is, guy. No, he
Okay,
probably
okay.
is. But I get confused
Look at
with
him.
some of
He's
those.
lanky. He's got those like we were talking about with Rob Font.
He's
He's got
lanky
those.
and he's also very durable and like scrappy and he's the quintessential junkyard doggy.
Yep. Yep. Look at
with
him.
with technique too.
Exactly.
I think this have a chance to be a very exciting fucking fight.
Woo! I think this is going to be a firefight. I
Yeah,
think these two are going to just go for broke right
yeah,
away. I don't think I don't you know I don't they don't
yeah.
necessarily think they'll be overly feeling out. Period. You know what I mean?
No,
I feel
no.
like they're going to get right to it.
No, I mean I can see Hobb. I think I could see Hobb feeling him out, but I could see
But
Cheeto not
jab,
wanting
sticking and
Hobb.
moving. I mean,
Yeah,
sticking and moving, but like working right away. Do you know what I mean?
yeah. Uh-huh. That's like when I come on the podcast, I start working. You know,
Do you? I
I
feel
don't
like
leave
I do
nothing.
more. I actually feel like I do more of the work.
You're kidding yourself. Alright. You're delusional.
No, I don't. I don't think so. But anyway, that
I
is
do
our.
my work before the podcast. I take care of my skin. I take care of my body. You know how
Good.
they say
Good.
LeBron James spend like $1 million
On his body.
a year on his body. I spend about $3,000 a year on this body. Caray.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay, so what do you want to talk about next? You want to talk Willem Dafoe? Do you want to talk current box office or what we've sneaked into the movie theaters?
Tell me. I'm curious about a current box office. I don't even know what's out, what's not. These days, I can't tell what's just on fucking Netflix or in the theater or whatever. I don't even know.
Okay. All
So
right.
tell
Well,
me
I will
about that
show
one.
you. This is what is currently at the top of the box office. Whoops, why isn't I don't know why this isn't working, but the bad guys,
There's
Fantastic
only
Beasts, The
one, maybe
Northman,
two that I would see on
Sonic
that
the
whole fucking thing.
Hedgehog, and the unbearable weight of massive talent. So
I would see
those
two of
are
those. The Northman is the one I want to see, and then I would fuck with the last one, the unbearable challenge one.
this
Cause
one, yes.
that's the fucking Nicolas Cage crazy one.
Right. So bad guys, Fantastic Beasts, Northman, Sonic, and
What
unbearable
is the
weight of
fuck is the
massive
bad
talent.
guys? I don't even know what that is
That
and
is
why
an
that's number one.
animated. I think I've figured out what happened. That is an animated movie, and it's so it's like a
Oh,
Pixar type movie thing. I think
oh wow.
I've
I'm not
I
gonna.
haven't seen it, and I don't know. I haven't really cared to find out what it's
Yeah,
about
I
much
I
because I
won't be
don't
seeing that
care.
one. I won't be.
Um, well, this
I won't be
person was
fucking with that
saying
one.
so. JH1
Oh
said
yeah,
you heard the
I
Northman
heard the
song.
same stuff. I can't fucking wait for. That's my
So
next
that's is
movie,
that
The
a Viking
Northman.
one? What is that?
Yeah, and it's by the fucking same. It's by the same guy who did the Witch and the Lighthouse.
Oh, the
But
lighthouse with.
it's like a Viking tragedy. It's like I guess it's like supposed to be like I don't know, Richard the Third or some shit. It's supposed to be like a Viking Hamlet or one of these fucking ones, like a I don't know, a tragedy or whatever.
Hmm.
And that guy, I'll see anything that guy does. That guy, he's Robert Eggers, the guy who did the Lighthouse. And did you see The Witch?
The witch. I'm not sure.
It's like pilgrim shit in the middle of the fucking woods, like in the 1600, and it's like some
I
freaky
may
shit.
have.
I
I
think you
may
would
have.
remember. I think you would remember. It's very unsettling for her.
I don't. Well, then I don't know.
And
I have
it have the chick from what's the one about chess or whatever, the one she's like do amphetamines and play
Queen's
chess or
Gambit.
whatever. Yeah, yeah, I have that
I
chick.
haven't watched that yet. Is it any good?
Oh, the Queen's Gambit or the fucking other one?
Yeah,
No,
the
I
Queen's
don't
Gambit.
fuck with the Queen's Gambit. I'm talking about the Witch. I
Oh,
don't
it's
get
good.
time for the Queen's Gambit.
I haven't seen it.
The
Um.
Witch, see the Witch, and also see fucking the Lighthouse.
Well, that's Willem Dafoe, right?
Yeah, and your boy Robert Pattinson.
Ooh, okay. So, speaking of Willem Dafoe, dun, 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 maybe I can get this to work better now.
Well,
This TV.
let's talk about it first.
What?
Well, everybody know he looked like a weather-beaten,
Oh,
grizzly
wait. Well,
old
we didn't
fucking.
get into. Wait. Sorry, I didn't want
No.
to move on that quickly. Actually, so
Okay.
yes, out of those movies, so it's funny because that what is it? Fantastic Beasts, or no, the Dumbledore one, right?
Yeah, that's
What
Fantastic
did I
Beasts.
say? Yeah, the Dumbledore.
That's the one where they kicked out Johnny Depp and he placed him with the Danish guy.
Okay, so But no, but the Danish guy. So that's the one that has Jude Law in it, right? That's the one where the poster
Yeah,
where
but
he's
the
saying
what's the guy, the Danish guy that's like the bad guy in a lot of
Mads
shit?
Henriksen.
Yeah. So
Okay.
he casted Johnny Depp with him.
Okay, well, so that's not the point of what I wanted to say. The point of what I wanted to say is Jude Law looks good because even my daughter, because we went to the Grove the other day. For people who know in LA, you go to the Grove, you go shopping, and blah 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 blah. And we went to go see the movies. Oh, side note, everybody needs to see Everything Everywhere All at Once. That movie was absolutely incredible with Michelle
So I
Yeoh
haven't
in it
seen
as
yet, but I'm
Agnes.
sure all of them have been hearing that from everybody too.
Phenomenal movie, like
Yeah.
100% cannot recommend highly enough. Such a great movie, so interesting, so innovative, so visually interesting, so heartfelt, so well acted, so well done, just great, like just great, awesome. Everything Everywhere All at Once, so good.
All of
uh
the people just now went, okay, I'm not seeing that one.
really.
Because
Wow.
it sounds like
Anyway,
it's so heartfelt. Oh god,
well, but that's doesn't
it sounds like
sorry.
they're gonna be like, oh god, boy.
No, 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 it's an ass kicking movie.
It was
And
heartfelt. It was
you
poignant.
you want
It
to know what's
was.
crazy about the movie? Like halfway through the movie, I'm like, man, this guy sounds familiar. Man, this guy sounds familiar. The male lead in the movie.
Okay, give it
Dude,
up.
why does he sound so
The
familiar?
suspense is killing me here.
Turns out he's the little kid from the Indiana Jones movie. Remember Indy, the little kid
Yeah, or
in
you
the
can. I saw him in the commercial for the thing.
that's
I
him
picked him
grown
up.
up.
That shorthound. I could tell right off the bat that was an old
Exactly. So as
ass
soon as I
shorthound.
heard his voice, I was like, oh my God. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like seeing Bud last night in fucking yeah, you know? It was like, wait a second, that
Hang
hair,
out while
that
Johnny Black. But yeah, so
yeah,
I haven't seen The Northman, but I do.
I
I
want to
guess
see
me.
that shit.
I would maybe watch it on TV, but I would never go see that
It's
in a
supposed to
theater.
be, yeah, it's probably pretty fucking intense too, because the
Honestly,
violence.
none of those I'm going to see. I'm not going to see the bad guys. I'm not going to see Dumbledore. I watch that on TV because I don't
I
really
won't
care
even
about
watch
Harry
that on
Potter stuff.
TV. I'll
Yeah, I
fuck
mean,
with.
I think I've seen all the Harry Potter movies, but I may not have. I may have. I not. I may
But
not
it's
have.
not a
I'm
Harry
like
Potter.
Pick it or leave it.
It's like the Harry Potter universe, and people, even Harry Potter fans, is like, ugh.
Oh, but is that because they canceled J.K. Rowling?
No, no, because he'll true Harry Potter fan don't give a shit about that.
Mm,
Um, like if you're a kid that grew up on this stuff, you think you're gonna care what she think about X, Y, and Z or whatever. You're just gonna like her movies. But
yeah,
they said that
I
the
get it.
movies is lackluster or whatever. They don't like that one.
Gotcha. But I'm not going to see Sonic the Hedgehog, and I'm not going to see,
No, no, no.
so
Especially the
yeah,
second.
none of those movies I'm going to
No,
see, but
I'm gonna fuck with the Northman though.
well, yeah, I would watch The Northman though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would not.
Next.
Um, yeah, people saying they quit watching Harry Potter and stuff like that, but they said because it's wicked. It's not wicked. Yeah.
It's,
Okay.
oh
So
yeah, they used to have that way like uh true born again Christians is like they can't watch it magic and shit like that.
oh, right.
I wonder if
Um,
that mean they can't watch also stupid shit like a Birch Wonderstone or something like that. Like now
oh,
magic for
geez,
you,
because
Paul.
that's so silly. That was so silly.
Yeah,
Um,
like you're gonna get that Satan gonna visit you in the middle of the night
oh
and do
my
and do
goodness.
card tricks for you, God.
Okay, let me try showing this. Okay, here it is. Willem Dafoe. I just
Look
have to
at
check
that.
this. Look at Willem
But now
Dafoe.
it's a
Let me
fucking
play
brick
this
wall.
again.
Okay.
I
Look
know.
look on the upper left. So I had to pull Karen's coach last night where I was like, yeah, because we started talking about Willem Dafoe, and I said, listen,
Hmm.
have you ever seen the young Willem Dafoe? He looked like he's in an art hoc band from,
Yeah.
like he looked like, or what's the singer from Sonic Youth or whatever? You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, yeah. Thurman. I mean Thurston Moore.
Thurston Howell the
Thurston Moore.
third or whatever the fuck his
Thurston
name is.
Moore.
Yeah, and he's like, have you ever imagined that he looked like that? Look at this fucking guy. And then he looked like Heath Witherspoon on the upper left corner.
He does look like Reese Witherspoon.
Look at that guy.
He totally looks like Reese Witherspoon up there. That is so Seriously, that looks a lot like they could be if you would cast them as twin, fraternal
Absolutely.
twins, they that would be 100% believable.
Except it's crazy when you listen to it. When you listen to the thing, the video that is from, he
Uh-huh.
sound like fucking Willem Dafoe. You know, he have like that unmistakable Willem Dafoe, even though he looked like that. You know.
Yeah, yeah, I think he's amazing. Well, so, he's such a great actor, and I don't know what your favorite thing is of his, but I actually interviewed him one time. So I was able
Here we
to
go. Here we
no,
go.
what I no, listen, I was my job. I used to work for a show and I got to interview actors and all the time and
We
do
never heard about that. We never heard this before. You
yeah,
met
no, it was called
celebrity.
Rough Cut, and so anyway, so Willem Dafoe was somebody that I got to have a nice sit down with, a one-on-one interview, and I believe it was when like The English Patient came out or something like that, and so he's a big star, and of course, we got on great. But I remember asking him if he ever wanted to be in a romantic comedy, and at that time he had done just like all hardcore stuff, like
Yeah, and
what he's
indie
known for.
shit. Yeah.
And he was like, laughing about it and saying, it's one of those things he'd love to try because he'd love to try everything. But, yeah, it's so interesting how some people are just born to play certain kind of things. Like he's
Yeah.
such an
Nobody's
amazing
casting him
actor.
in no fucking romantic
Yeah,
comedy. I tell you
but
that.
his face is so amazing. Like he has such an
Oh, of
expressive,
course.
unique face.
Yeah, he's one of my favorite. I mean, I remember back in the old days. I mean, the first time I lay eyes on the guy was in this old movie called Streets of Fire, and he was the
Mhm.
bad guy, and that was a crazy movie. But I remember when I was really like, oh, this fucking guy was when he was in. You ever seen that David Lynch movie Wild at Heart?
Of course.
And he plays that gross. He play. His name is Bobby Peru.
Mhm.
Oof, that
I don't
character
remember
is
the everything about it,
that
but I know
character
people love
is
that movie. But
grimy, and he have those
yeah.
fucked up cheeks. Oh, yeah, that character is heel grimy.
Well, my
Look, if you can look up Bobby Peru, and is it easy for you to do that while we're doing the thing, or do you needed to get them beforehand?
yeah, I'd have to like do this whole
Okay, never
graphic
mind,
thing
never
and
mind, never
whatever.
mind.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, uh sorry. Yeah, no, I can't. What was I saying about
Yeah,
the
Willem Dafoe. Hey, your favorite
Oh, okay.
host of
So
Willem
yeah, so
Dafoe.
my favorite is, and we've talked about this. We talked about this with our buddy Josh Barnett, and you and I talked this. My favorite Willem Dafoe is Shadow of the Vampire,
Oh
where
yeah, where he played Nosferatu.
he
Yeah, or they
plays.
call him something different in that, like Von something or whatever the
Yeah,
fuck they call.
but
Yeah,
he plays a vampire, and it's comedic, but
yeah,
it's so great, and but he's a
yeah.
real vampire. This guy
It's
goes to
supposed
meet
to
a
be as
really
if Nosferatu. It's supposed to be the
really
behind the
existed.
scenes of the filming of Nosferatu.
Right,
Yeah,
but the guy's a real
he's
vampire,
healing. Yeah,
and
and
the
nobody else
filmmakers don't
knows.
know it.
Yeah,
Right.
that shit is
It's
crazy. Yeah,
it's so good.
he's
So
a genius.
that's my favorite Willem Dafoe movie, and then also obviously he's the Green Goblin in Spider-Man,
Yeah, well, that's whatever.
which is
You know.
which is fun, but
Yeah.
he plays the bad guy really well. He's been just in so many different
Oh,
kinds of movies.
did you ever see that movie called
Last Temptation
Autofocus?
of Christ.
Well, of course, that he was great in that. Did you ever see Autofocus?
Oh, yes, I think I have where he plays, what's his face? The
He plays
director
like no, he
or
plays
the
the guy that's fuck, what's the guy's name? The guy from Hogan's Heroes or whatever that
Oh, that's
was like
right,
a sexual deviant,
who did porn and all
and
that
then his
stuff, right?
homeboy killed him or whatever. Yeah, he
Mhm,
plays the
mhm.
best that friend or whatever, and he's creepy in that shit. Yeah,
Greg Kinnear did a movie version of that as well, didn't he?
that's the one. Greg
Oh, it's the same
Kinnear.
one.
He's Greg Kinnear's friend that goes along on these sordid adventures with him
Oh,
with the
right, 'cause
women,
Greg Kinnear
and then
plays the
he kind
lead.
of the foe kind of fall in love with the guy, and he's directed by the same guy who wrote Taxi Driver. That guy Paul
Oh,
Trader.
nice.
Yeah,
Nice. Oh, Paul
dark,
Schrader, right.
dark
Nice, very nice.
stuff. Yeah,
Huh, interesting. Well, yeah, Willem Dafoe, I'm curious if people have said what their favorites are from it. Oh, here we go. Deep
yeah.
Rinsing,
Somebody
Boondock
said Bob
Saints.
Crane. Yeah, Bob Crane, and he
Oh,
played
well, but
Carpy.
exactly, Bob Crane. But Boondock Saints, people I know love that movie.
Ah,
I didn't like it, but
to me that's cheap.
that's just me. He was also in John Wick. He's
I
his
don't want to
mentor or
dismiss
something, isn't he?
Boondock Saints. I shouldn't be a poo-poo of Boondock Saints. It have its
I
moments.
just didn't love it, but I know
I,
people
I
do love
I'll
it.
tell
I
you. You
just
know
didn't love it.
what? My problem with that one is I came to it way late after everybody's like, "Oh, it's a classic," and
Same,
I was kind of underwhelmed or whatever. But
same.
it don't mean that I shouldn't poo-poo somebody's favorite shit. I hate
That's
when people
fair.
do that to me.
No, you're right.
Um,
That's fair because I'm the same way. It had been
yeah,
built up really big for me. Excuse me.
yeah,
And then I didn't really like it as much as that person liked it. And so
yeah.
I was let down. Same thing. You're right.
But I
Same.
know I even know a couple guys who's in that, so I shouldn't.
People like him in Platoon.
Oh, how could I forget? He and Berenger are the best part of that movie.
Hmm.
That character in Platoon, I can't believe I left that out. That was where he's the most likable guy in the world in that movie. You just and when you see him get killed, well, it's not like a spoiler. The fucking movie came out. I don't know
Yeah,
how
I
long.
haven't seen that movie in
But
a
when
long time,
you
but
every time I see that movie to this day, I keep hoping that he's gonna make it out of that situation. And
he just
just
doesn't.
like Hickey getting shot in the back in Boys in the Hood, it's just never gonna change. Gotta argue,
It's
it's
never going to
always gonna be
change.
that.
Oh, that's so heartbreaking.
And somehow you think like in your mind, you're like, come on, like you think something's gonna happen different, but it's not. Wait,
Right.
let's see.
Slow DK saying, my best friend growing up loved Boondock Saints, but I never took hold. I was a Fight Club guy. Yeah, I'm a Fight Club girl if we're talking Boondock Saints
I
versus
don't
Fight
think
Club.
how can you I don't think that they in the same like conversation, because
Yeah,
Boondock Saints admittedly it's not a big movie. It was like a cult movie.
right. Hey, so ¿Dónde está Tracy Cortez? Tracy
We
Cortez, ya Cantaseo. That already happened. She
Yeah,
was on
and
the
better
earlier part.
she's in Betty by
She
Ja.
already was on. She was on the earlier part there, Tuesday Night Festivities, which is on my Instagram right now. If you go to KBheat on Instagram, you can find it, and I'll have it up here on YouTube tomorrow. But yeah, she was great. Such a nice girl.
Yeah. Right now she's getting pawed by a blonde Mexican with blue eyes, getting mauled by
She
that
and
one.
Brian Ortega have a lovely relationship. They are in
Man,
love. Why don't we just let them be?
well, my God, don't gonna
How
let
about
that
we
one to
just let
laugh.
them be?
No, we're not gonna let them to be. Mm.
Hashtag hater. Yeah, I know Max Payne Griff isn't here either.
Yeah, where the fuck is Max Payne Griff? You know
Dude,
what, Max
like I
Payne?
said, I sent him the invite for this as well. I don't know where he is. Maybe you need to talk with your young Padawan.
I gotta talk to this guy. I
You
don't know
need to
what the
talk to
fuck
your young
happened. I
Padawan.
tried to give him his space after the last one, like, and not
Right, right,
to let him do it how he like to do it. But where are you, Max Payne Griff? I know
right.
you hear us out there.
I think the funny thing about Willem Dafoe, lastly, to me, is that he's born in Wisconsin. Like, he doesn't seem like he should
Yeah,
be from Wisconsin.
yeah. I guess he just spent so much of his life at this point. He spent more time in New York than he have
Yeah,
in Wisconsin. But
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
He's a
It's just funny
fucking
to me.
character. Like
Oh,
you
he's
can't
so
imagine.
good.
You can't imagine
Love him.
that he ever looked like that young version of him.
I
You
know.
always
Here,
think
one
he
more
had those
time.
lines on his fucking face.
One more time. I got to show it because it's just so great. It's just so great. Wait, where'd it go? Wait, oh, nope, sorry, there it is. Wait, here it is. Look at him.
Look at that
Yeah,
fucking
he
shit.
could have been Kurt Cobain, like you said. Yeah, it's crazy, wild,
He was
wild.
better look than Kurt Cobain. He was looked like he looked like a hipster model or some shit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Good stuff. Good
Yeah.
stuff. Okay, hey, so the next thing I have for you, Hanato, and for
What you
our
have for me?
viewers,
Wait, you have
um,
something for me?
well, I don't have for you. It's a question I have.
If you don't Heim with yeeks, I don't want it.
What is the craziest thing you've tried to sneak into the movies
Oh
to
my goodness,
eat?
porra.
So
Okay,
this
well,
guy
let me
here,
see.
he's got cocktails.
Well, let's see that again.
He's got a ham roast.
I
He's
have
got
did quite
lunch.
a bit of that. I'll tell you. I just can't figure out what is the one in the bottom left.
So this is a Jello mold.
I never did that for her. That take the fucking cake or
And
a fucking full
you
ham.
got your Chinese food, you got your Jello
Okay,
mold, you got your ham roast, you got your cocktails, you got a bottle, You got your
So
snack lunch with a burger and fries and a soda
I
and
have
juice.
did pretty much everything. I mean, I even remember certain movies where I did stuff like that, like
You remember what
Passenger
you brought
50,
in?
Passenger 57. Me and my
Yeah.
friends, I bought a fucking, I brought in like a OE 40,
Oh,
okay,
nice.
and then I think all my friends we had got 40s, and then we had like a Cisco that we was sharing, okay,
Mm.
oof, and then on top of that, I had like a full hot pastram, like submarine sandwich. I guess when you're younger, you could do all that shit.
You had an
And
iron stomach.
imagine just to watch, oh, and smoking natural medicine, smoking natural marijuana, just to watch a shitty movie, a shitty action movie with a guy, where the guy goes always red on black, boy. We was watching a black action movie and
Holy
drinking
crap.
40s and eating pastram.
Oh my god. You know
Oh,
do you know
hmm.
how much that pastrami must have stank up the whole entire theater?
It must have, but when I was a kid like that, like a teenager, it's almost like we got off on making everybody else inconvenient. You know what I mean? We're kind of like,
Right.
fuck you. You know what I mean? It's like you're an asshole when you that it, like, yeah, the pastrami. In fact, I remember going, that theater, the New Beverly.
Yes, of course.
So I remember going there, and I think I might have had a shitty like Subway sandwich or whatever for some fucking movie that I was
With
watching,
your
and some
yoga
like
mat bread.
hipster chick with a bunch of tattoos and stuff. She kept giving me this stink eye, and I was like, go fuck yourself. I ain't eat a goddamn sandwich. I don't give a fuck. It's not like it's less noise than a popcorns.
Right.
It's a soft bread. I think she just didn't want to smell the pepperoncinis and stuff like that. But guess what? Too fucking bad. Then stay home, okay?
But that's the thing is it's the smell. It's the same thing like when people
Look,
bring something very
never.
savory onto an airplane and you can really smell it and it just kind of but
But them's the breaks. I mean, if you listen, as long as you're not
but you're
bringing on
also
some.
risking getting found out when you bring something in that stinky.
But
You don't want
listen,
something that loud necessarily.
listen. I didn't give a fuck because I was hungry, and I was like, popcorn's not gonna do it. I'm getting a sandwich, and just because she smells some pepperoncinos, look, that's chuffed cookies.
Okay, hey, by the way, they're pretty good edit. Karyn Bryant be editing these or your daughter. That's me. That's all me who
Stop
made that.
lying. You have your daughter there like a
No,
sweatshop. She's doing all that stuff.
I make these little graphics. This is all me. So you are out. Yeah, that's me. I make these funny things.
No, thank you, Aurora.
Yeah, no. Okay, look it. Okay, look it. But no. So but thank you.
How
Yeah.
about you?
So this
What's
one
the
said
worst stuff
they
you
snuck in
snuck in there?
oxtails and rice. Dinah 259 oxtails and rice.
Imagine the
That
smell
would
of
be
that shit.
loud. Ooh, that would be loud.
You know who used to do that shit? Okay,
Hmm.
my parents, I learned from my parents. They used to do shit. We bring in full everything. We bring
Yeah.
a fucking full Tropicana of juice, bring in a fucking dinner. Like my mom brought in like some kind of shit she made at home, like a fish, like we was eating like full food in the fucking movie theater.
Right. Yeah, like a full
I mean,
plate.
imagine
So there's
smelling fish. I mean, that's nobody want to smell that. That's overboard.
that's what I'm saying. So even I guess, I haven't done anything overly crazy. I may have done I'm not sure if I've ever done the grocery store sushi, I don't think so because that would be too smelly, I would think. So mostly I would do sandwiches, would be anything. It would
Yeah.
be sandwiches or yeah, like bags of snacks that I would pack at home, like cheese and crackers or something
Oh
like
yeah.
that and something like that. But I will bring in some
What about cheese and
wine or
crackers?
something like that.
You bring
Well,
like a charcuterie
or
fucking
not.
plate? A cheese? What do you mean cheese and cracker?
I don't know. I'm just saying. I
You
don't think
bring
I
a
remember
knife?
doing that. I don't know. I don't remember really doing that. I guess mostly I would just like get a sandwich or something like easy to eat. Like you said, that's
Yeah,
just
I don't
something
have
that
a problem with that. My thing is don't handle the fucking the popcorn bag too much. Take it easy with the fucking popcorn bag. Like you don't have to every time you go in, you know what I mean?
okay.
I'll tell you what, speaking of, because we had, all right, what got here? I never put a pepperoni, but I had my own pepperoni that I put through the popcorn for my date, carajo. So she can have that one. Um, but I will tell you this. You know what annoy me more than a smell or whatever?
What?
And you get this a lot in my years in New York, porra. Okay. And speaking of, well, we all know the cliche about a black movie theaters, which my dad happened to be a black guy, and he liked to talk to the movies too, like as if they
Okay.
can hear him. Okay.
Mhm.
Like if he won, if like the woman is about to leave the guy, he go, now baby, you gotta listen to him for her, like he talked to the fucking screen, or he go like this, like he saw when we saw Star Wars, he said about Darth Vader, he said, oh, dig the cape, look at him, dig the cape, oh. And he was like, he loved that shit,
Oh,
he
I
loved
know
all
which
that
one
kind of
it is.
stuff, the bad guys and stuff.
Yeah.
But anyway, I remember, I think I was watching Mission Impossible. And the worst stuff is when you got a guy that's like explaining stuff to someone next to him or whatever. Like this Puerto Rican guy was explaining every stuff to his girlfriend or his wife or whatever.
Hmm.
And he was like, "Yeah, they come in a cover formation, you see." And he's telling him like, and I'm like, God, are you? And he's like, yeah, he's CIA or whatever. And I'm like, oh, God, are you? And then I almost fucking, when I was like, I hope he don't say another fucking word. And he's
Yeah.
trying to explain. And it sounds like she's not even asking for the fucking information. She's not going, hey, what's that? He's trying to show her how much he know about everything.
Hmm.
And then just when I can't take another fucking thing out of this guy, somebody's putting like the C4 or whatever like that, and putting
Hmm.
like slowly, they put the wire and the cap in there in this clay looking shit. Then he turns over to he go, plastique. And I'm just like, oh fucking God, are you? Enough with the fucking plastique over here. He's like as if this guy was in the fucking secret service or whatever. He go, plastique. Like as if she's gonna go, oh God, are you? He
Wow.
knows he
He
knows
knows
about
it's
stuff like that.
plastic.
That Puerto Rican guy,
Ooh,
he
he's
knows
gonna
all
get it
about
now.
plastique.
Yeah.
Yeah, plastique. This fucking guy. But I
Get
hate hearing
out of
that
here.
stuff.
Get out of here with that plastic.
Yeah, plastique.
So let's see. What have people
Oh, one more stuff. I know
yeah.
the most bold shit that, and this is not really sneaking it in, but it's the most bold. Talk about smelling something.
Yeah.
Me and my brother Victor, we used to go to the movies and just straight up smoky marijuana cigarette in there.
Yeah.
And of course, if you, I mean, people will chow. They'll go get the usher or whatever, and then you gotta
Oh,
like
right, right.
you
Because
gotta
back in
move your
yeah,
seats or you gotta hide or whatever. Yeah,
right.
because
Because now
we
you
would
can
just
just
be.
hit a vape and nobody would know.
Yeah, but this was just straight up like smoking when it was like
Stank weed.
that was taboo. I mean, unless you're in a ghetto ass theater where no one's paying it, where it's like
Right, but you
no,
can't do that. You can't do that in the movie. Yeah.
but we would do that. You'd go into 42nd Street, those shitty little theater or whatever.
Hmm.
And sometimes people don't even give a shit, but you're in the back smoking weed, whatever, And some other people be doing that shit too. But I remember we had to escape from some shitty movie, some Cronenberg. What was that one with like John Lithgow or whatever?
Crash or no, quote
That was like
where
John
they
Lithgow was in it, and it was like he was two people in the fucking thing or whatever, and we got kicked. The usher was looking for us with a
Cronenberg with
flashlight.
John Lithgow. Don't remember.
I can't fucking remember. Anyway,
I don't
who cares?
remember.
That shit went over our head anyway. It was too high. Um, what the fuck was the name of that movie? I was like, what the fuck is this? Maybe someone's gonna know.
Oh, well, I want to say, G Diddy for thank you for the donation, saying you
Oh,
guys are
thank
a
you, my
great
brother.
duo and would make an even better couple. I disagree.
No. Imagine me dealing with that being handpacked by this bird,
Impact.
handpacked by this
Impact.
pelican.
I do all the work on this. You literally all you have to do is just be like, I guess it's time to log on.
No,
I
you
do all
putting
the
your challenge in there into here. You're
I'm
like
really
a seagull. When you're on the beach and you're just enjoying yourself, and then the seagulls start hovering and they steal stuff off your blanket and out of your potato chips and stuff like that.
is that what I'm doing?
Yeah,
Taking
they
your
like a hat with wings, huh?
I'm taking your chips.
No, you know what it's like? No, they have a name for that one. It's like a seagull, but you know what they call that one? Is you are to me an albatross for her. Cue the music and go. You know when the the bear the fowl. It sounds like a bat almost, but it's in the
I'm not.
daytime.
Thank you for comparing me to a bat. That's really great. I
Oh no, you're a
feel
seagull. That's a beautiful creature. What was it? Who was it? And
really
the Chekhov or whoever who did the seagull or whatever. One of the
yeah.
great Russian
Omega, I
novelists.
agree. I need to talk about enjoying myself alone.
You can, I can, that can be a hinge.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You can be
Well,
alone
geez, I
just
guess
in a
people
lickety
did it. I
split.
thought. I thought people would have sneaked crazier things into the theater. I mean, like I said, I will make like mixed drinks and stuff that I would, or whatever. Like you put it in a water bottle. Well, I'd stick it in my purse or whatever, and then
It seemed like they cared about it back then more than they do now.
yeah, I feel like they don't bust you for anything
Now I
anymore.
feel like nobody's looking for that. I always feel like I'm doing something illegal. It seems like they're not even checking. But back in the day, they'd be like, "What you got in there?" You know, they was
True,
trying to bust you back then.
but yeah,
Wait,
you're
let's
right. In
see.
the movie theaters, they don't. So Tim Klingbeil, we have a donation here.
Wait, he smuggled the what?
Gariel
Ended up
into a
getting
showing of
deported.
Romancing the Stone once and ended up getting deported to Suriname.
Oh, correct. No, is that
Someone,
true?
oh, is that like a lizard?
No, it sound like
Oh
a
yeah,
blunt. It sound like a blunch or something like that.
I smuggled a Gariel. Is that no? That's like an animal. And then because he said it ate something that got high and went crazy.
Well, why the fuck would you take a lizard to the goddamn
I don't
movies?
know, man. That's weird.
To
That's
impress
weird.
a woman?
Yeah, I don't know why. Yeah, why would you bring
You're not like
do
those kind
that?
of guys that bring like a lizard to Central
And
Park
this,
so all the chicks will look at that one.
he's getting called. His bluff's getting called. No, you
Oh,
Gavin. Uh oh.
uh-oh. Well,
Oh, hey, thank you for noticing Palooka Palooza. It's so funny noticing my octagon earring. So how funny is this? When I went to the store, I was at Nordy's.
here we go with this
I was
story.
I was just gonna say when I saw them, I was instantly drawn to them. I was like, oh, I like these a lot. And then
It's like when you saw your Uncle Hanoch for the first time.
when I looked at him more closely, I noticed it was in the shape of an octagon. And then I was like, well, duh, that's why I liked him. And that's why I got to have
Yeah.
them. So thank you. I agree. I like them very much.
You saw your Uncle Hanoch was in the shape of fucking Hercules. Was in the
You
shape
did.
of Genuine. And you was like, oh, God, you look that one. When you look
Babe,
closer.
apparently it's a crocodile.
Well, why are you bringing a fucking crocodile to the movie theater, Caralho? What movie you took him to? Fucking crocodile too?
Yeah, yeah.
Chocodile. I took a
Crocodile.
chocodile in there.
Hey, so somebody else had asked, and I thought this was a good question as well. Um, yeah. Do you guys movie jump? And if so, how many jumps is too many? I used to
Okay,
always do
me too.
the
Back in the
twofer.
day,
Always, like always do a twofer.
my dad used to leave me and my brothers at the fucking movie theater. We would just get one fucking chick, and we would stay there all fucking day. By the third movie, he wanna fucking puke.
Yeah,
And
you're
now
so
I
over it.
now I realize that he was just doing that so he could be with women and shit like
Of
that.
course, that's your babysitter for the
Because
day.
I always wonder, like, what the fuck do he need so much time? Um, but it's like we used to just sit there, and after a while, it's fun. And the idea we're gonna see all the movies we want, haha, we're gonna sneak in and all this shit. After by the third one, you're like, ah, too many movie.
Well, it's
You
just
know
too
what I
much
mean?
sitting. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's too much. It's too much in the dark fucking thing, and you're like, okay, I had overdose on fucking movies. You know?
Right, because then when you get out, then it is dark out, and then you're like,
Yeah,
"Oh, great! I
two
can."
two is good. Two is
Two is
fucking
perfect,
perfect.
though.
But when you get to the third, and God forbid, a fucking fart, you're killing
What?
yourself. Yeah,
God, no,
because
yeah.
at first you think I'm getting away with something, we sneaky, but who's benefiting? You know, after a while, you're like, what am I doing to myself, bro?
Well, also, what did I just see? Now I can't even discern one from the other. Like
Yeah,
now they're all just blending together in the day of like what the what. But
you
yeah,
you
I
know
used
what was
to.
depressing? Oh, go ahead, go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say, but for sure, doing the twofer was easy. You just leave one, you hit the ladies' room or whatever and refresh and maybe freshen up your popcorn. And then just I feel like, at that point, since you're already in there and hustling around, you just, you know,
Yeah,
nobody's
and some
looking.
theaters it's easier than others to do that one.
And in fact, actually, this time over at the Grove the other day when we went to see Everything Everywhere All at Once, highly recommend to go see it. They had triple sold our seats. We go and we go to sit down, and we go to sit down, and there's people in our seats. And we're like, okay, no big whatever. Maybe you were just spreading out from the other people, but these are in fact our seats. And they're like, well, that's weird because these are in fact our seats as well. And we're like, that's weird. So we then sat down in the front in the handicap seats. But then I felt
Are you
really
sure?
bad because what if somebody came and then I would feel like a total a-hole. Luckily, nobody came. One woman came, but she had just gotten anyway. She sat with us. It was fine because she was not handicapped either. So we all would have moved.
I sit in those all the time, and nobody ever. I've never seen one handicapped.
But so
person
anyway, then
sitting there.
somebody else came. They literally like triple sold our seats. I think they definitely double sold.
You
them.
sure? Because I know this is
the guest service people.
Yeah.
They gave us free vouchers for free tickets anyway.
Well,
but it really did happen.
Oh, okay, caray. Because I've also seen people have the height seat, but it was the wrong chime.
Yeah, right. Exactly. A wrong showing. They just bought the 6 o'clock instead of 5 or whatever. Yeah. Anyway, the girl at the guest services was like, "No, that happens sometimes," and blah blah blah. So
wow.
she said it happens, and she gave us free ticket vouchers for the Grove. So that's kind of cool because that stuff is expensive now, dude. It was like $18 a ticket to go see the movie.
That's the way it is,
dude. That's brutal.
Look, but think about this. Going to the movies was always expensive. It's not as if, okay, you say back in the day the movie was $5, whatever the fuck it was, but you wasn't making no fucking money.
I was just gonna say it was all relative. It was always
so it was always a pain in the ass. It was always
no.
expensive.
I'm not. You're right. And then it was
always overpriced snacks, all that shit,
and that, whatever. I get it. It's a hustle.
You know what I just thought of?
In there, it's like the airport.
And I just thought of something else about the movie theater with shit in there. There was shit in the movie theater that I ate every time I went to the movie theater. Like if I was gonna buy shit there, that I would never eat outside of the fucking movie theater. Like Twizzlers, I had to have a Twizzler, but outside of the movies, never fuck with a Twizzler.
Never.
It's crazy, but in the movies I have to have. I don't know. I don't know why. I guess I started to equate the movies with the fucking Twizzler.
Yeah, no, I get it. You get into the habit of it.
Yeah,
I agree with you. It's not like anything I would ever eat any other time or place.
And the movie hot dog, hot dog,
never.
It had so much oil. You take a bite and the oil just go.
Well, even I don't know about you last night, but when we went to go see Outlaw Johnny Black, the girl next to me on my side was eating the nachos. And the
they smelled like shit.
It was just like I smelled burning my nose.
So she brought it to
jalapenos.
Yeah, she brought it to me. I mean, I was sitting there before you came back, and I smelled it off the bat. I was like, ugh. But it is what it is. What am I gonna tell her? Don't eat that shit,
It just seems like, and nachos just seem like a messy thing to eat in a movie theater, like in the dark. I would never get nachos in a movie theater.
Hey, as long as she's not getting that shit on me, I don't give a fuck what she eat.
But the smell, it's funny because I really do like jalapenos, but they were just not, I was not in the mood for that last night.
Well, because they pickled, they smell like fucking pickle chips or whatever,
Well, this is really, this is hard. Both question for both of us from Palooka Palooza. Top
That's
2
impossible
movies of all time. Top two is insane. Give me 2
That's
dramas
impossible.
or 2 comedies that you like a lot. Because it's
that's
hard
even,
to do 2
that's even
all
crazy.
Time.
That's even crazy.
You
Just
comedy?
something shot out of my mind when you said it. Not that I have a list. Trading Places just shot in my mind. What a fucking movie,
Yeah.
But there's so many comedies I love. I mean, Trading Places are up there though.
Yeah. Well, for me, The Jerk is like basically my all-time favorite comedy.
Yeah, and you've said this before. Even of like all movies, it's one of your favorites.
It's one of my top 5 movies of all time. The Jerk to me is just hilarious and brilliant. I think Steve Martin is brilliant. I know people were trying to cancel him for the King Tut thing. I don't know if you saw that on Twitter or whatever.
Get the fuck out. You know what? Listen, you gotta take that shit with a grain of salt because
so silly.
You got just because someone says some shit about it on Twitter or whatever, it's like I feel like what happened is some dummy says some shit like that, exposing something about his king chat or whatever, and then because that's so absurd, then it go viral because all of us is going,
because
what are
the
you talking
absurdity.
about? But then it
Right.
becomes something because we now making it something.
We brought
But
attention to it,
I
right?
don't think it's nothing. It don't mean nothing.
No, I
You
don't think
know,
there's anything. I don't think there's
it's
anything.
meaningless.
Yeah, I don't think so. I would say, yeah, I would say, yeah, and I love the movie Bad Words. It's a really funny movie, but I would also still count something like Broadcast News as a comedy, which is one of my favorite comedies. That movie
Yeah,
is so good. It's just one of my
yeah, that's a
favorite
good one.
movies,
Yeah,
but
that's a
it's
good one.
very funny actually, and very well written, and it's very funny to me, and it really is truthful to a lot of like TV industry stuff. Um, and
Yeah,
let's
think
see,
of
there
how
was
many comedies though. I mean, you have all those Christopher Guest, you got Best in Show,
Oh,
you
well,
got,
that's it. Yeah, I was just gonna say Best in Show is amazing.
and there was a hunt there. Speaking of trading places, there was a hunt there where it was just like Eddie Murphy was just smash hit after
Crushing
smash
it.
hit. You know what I
Right,
mean? Like
right.
I'd put some of those up against any fucking shit.
I remember you said the Christopher Guest stuff. I remember, and because I own Best in Show, and I
It's
worked
one of the best.
the Westminster Dog Show 3 times, which was really an incredible thing. And you can actually see if you guys ever see on Netflix, they have a thing 7 days out. There's a show and they talking all about leading up to the Westminster Kennel Club show, so you can see me in that one.
Oh
Doing
God, are you?
interviews
You
and stuff
brought it
like
a
that.
hound to something you was involved in?
I happened to mention something that I did in my television career. Yes, I
Even
did have a
comedy
show.
movies. We're gonna bring it back to the Westminster Dog Shop, or huh?
Yes, but my point was, I remember one time being on a flight somewhere for work or something, and it was one of those where you're flying overnight, you're flying at a weird time, and you happen to be up, and everybody else is asleep, and I was, maybe tossing a couple back,
Mm.
and I was watching Best
Oh,
in Show, and I remember just crying laughing on the plane, and even though I'd seen it before and I knew what was coming, but when my
it's
girl is walking around showing the dog with the ankle. I mean, with the knee, with her knee that is given out, and she's trying to walk the dog.
what the fucking the lesbian chick, or huh?
No, 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 no. When she's when she's walking the Norwich Terrier, and they're almost to the finals. But remember, she blew her knee out, and so then he has to do it instead with the two little
Oh,
feet.
you mean the
Yeah, in
fucking
Best in Show. In
Eugene
Best in Show,
Levy's
you and
fucking
Gene Levy, yeah,
yeah 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 yeah
and
yeah.
so when she's walking, when she did that, she hurt her knee, and the walk she came up
And
with to
that fucked
demonstrate
you
that,
up. Yeah,
crying, laughing, crying, laughing.
yeah. I
So
mean,
funny. She sold it so well.
I get got by the fucking what's his name, the fucking announcer or whatever, the now I can't think of the actor's
Oh,
name,
where
but
he's
you
like,
know
"Oh,
who I'm
wouldn't
talking
it be
about.
cute if you could put a little
Yeah,
Sherlock Holmes hat on him?
yeah,
Put a
that
little
fucking
Pike
guy.
on the
That
Basset
fucking
Hound."
that guy is too much.
Fred.
And the gay couple, he's like, how
Oh,
many
they're the
kimonos do you
best.
need
How many kimonos?
for
Well, it's a
fucking
3-day trip, so
yeah? So you have I
7.
count 12 kimonos
I've
or
got
whatever.
12,
Yeah,
12 kimonos, 12 kimonos. You're right. And there's hanging stuff up in the hotel room to like
yeah,
redecorate. They're
yeah. Like
redecorating the hotel
freshening that
room.
shit up. Yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
God, they're
Those
killing
guys
it.
were something else for her.
They are amazing. That movie is amazing. Well, Omega likes Police Academy. Police Academy is a
Hey, when I
masterpiece.
was a kid, that was I fucking love that. Not so much now. Like I might watch it for nostalgia now, but I
Yeah.
don't get the same buzz that I got as a kid from that one.
Right. Oh
I used
well.
to love Revenge of the Nerds. I mean,
Oh,
also
for sure.
there's highbrow comedies. There's Woody Allen stuff that's highbrow.
Oh yeah.
There's fucking stuff that's way the fuck down there, dirty, filthy shit. There's so many type of
There's all
comedy.
different
It's hard
kinds.
to, you know.
Well, Fight Mind is saying, referring back to our other topic of what did you sneak in? They snuck in a carton of cookies and cream ice cream one time. Bad
Well, that's
idea.
not gonna
A
last
whole
for too
quart of
long.
that? A whole quart? Like you could do a Ben and Jerry, so you could do a pint easy. We could all put that away. But a
Yeah,
quart,
it's gonna
that's
just
a
turn
lot.
into a milkshake. It's gonna turn into a
Soupy, and it's going to get all
McFlurry or
sweaty.
whatever.
Like the thing is going to start sweating.
Ugh.
Yeah. Also, okay, so yes, Kindergarten Cop Omega, that is a great movie.
I
Um,
remember that. I enjoyed that one. It wasn't one of my
yeah.
favorite. Oh, Coming Traumatic. That goes in with the Eddie Murphy. I mean, I think that was like the last one. Maybe you could push it to Harlem Nights, But that's like the last hurrah for the great Eddie
The
Murphy
great Eddie
shit.
Murphy, where he was just
Yeah,
crushing it every time out.
where it
Can't really
starts
help
at
it now.
48 hours and
48
goes
hours and all
to
this.
like
Oh, Jimmy
yeah. What?
Rivera, you got me. Stripes is one of my all-time favorites.
Stripes is another fucking one.
Forget about it.
But
And Tommy
Stripes
Boy is great too, but Stripes
Stripes
is canon for me.
Stripes
Yeah,
is the same direct as
Reitman, Ivan Reitman.
yeah, as wait, is it no. Oh, I thought it was the same guy who did
Or
Trading
did Harold
Places.
Ramis do it? Or did Harold
No,
Ramis
no.
direct?
Harold Ramis did
Is in
Caddyshack.
Stripes, but I don't know if he
Yeah.
directed it too.
No, I don't think no. I thought that Stripes was also the same.
I
What's
thought
that
Stripes was
fucking
Reitman.
what's the guy's name who
I can look it up
did
on IMDb. But
you know
also
the guy
somebody,
who did Trading Places, Coming to America, the Twilight Zone movie, the fucking and he have a son that's a director too.
yeah, I know who you're talking about, but I'm blanking on the name right now. I
And
will
he's one of my favorite. Like he also
I'll think of it
directed
in a
fucking
second.
he
In the
directed
mean,
Thriller.
in the meantime, right? People also saying Groundhog Day, which is a great one.
Groundhog Day is incredible. Oh yeah, Young Frankenstein. Yeah. Oh my God, we're leaving out all the fucking Mel
Oh
Brooks.
my
See,
God, yeah, Young Frankenstein
you can't
is
you
amazing.
can't have a one. You know, it's true. And fucking Hitcher Pryor with fucking Gene Wilder, Star Crazy. I mean, there's so many to pick one. It's like
Right.
it's
No, you're
so
right.
it's like picking a favorite song. I mean, but who is the fucking director? He's one of my
Here,
favorite.
I'm looking it up right now.
He did the video for Thriller,
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. He's a big time director.
and he have like glasses and a beard.
It
He
wasn't.
directed, he directed that movie too. That I
Oh,
love. That nobody.
I know who you're talking. I know who it is. I
He
know who it is.
directed this small movie called Into the Night with Jeff Goldblum and fucking Michelle Pfeiffer that I love.
Right. I know who. I know
Somebody
who.
help us. What's this fucking
I
John
got it
Landis? I
right.
just got it. John Landis. It came into my head. John Landis.
Landis. Right. Yeah.
Now I thought he did Stripes, but I could be mistaken.
Well, let's see. Let me see.
If not, then it maybe was Harold Ramis.
It's so Stripes 1981. Let's see here.
He also
Director Ivan
did.
Reitman. I got it right
You
away.
did. You did. You got it. Height, man. Okay,
Got it right.
but the other style is that guy that John Landis I like because he also did
Yeah, John Landis
Animal.
is great. And
He did
he also
Animal House.
did
He
he do Back
did
to the Future? No, that's Spielberg.
that's Spielberg, but I think also Zemeckis or something
Oh, Bob
like
Zemeckis. Right.
Spielberg produced, but Zemeckis direct.
Zemeckis directed.
But the other one that we're leaving out of Landis is fucking Spies Like Us. Oh, that shit. Oh, that's another
That's good.
Spies
That's good.
Like Us.
Spies
Oh
Like Us is
god.
good. You know, and Animal House.
Yeah, that's
He
that
both
John
involved.
Landis.
Yep.
Also, Carayo, we're forgetting about National Lampoon Vacation. I mean, I don't know who did that one, but
Here we go,
yeah,
Randy. Yeah,
Caddyshack is
is
another
fantastic.
all-time favorite. Go for Poonchang.
Dinah likes Short Circuit.
Oh, Carayo, I wouldn't call that an all-time great, but when I was a kid, I liked that one. Johnny Five, he's alive.
Yeah. Did I already do this one? Did you do Police Academy? Did you like
You already
Police
did that. I
Academy?
love that one.
Yeah.
I like the guy who pretend he's Latino, but he's just a white guy. Por he
Right.
pretend he's a Latin lover, and then the chick with the big chitties
Yeah.
ambush him.
Mm.
Whatever. And then the guy think that Mahoney sucked his dick under the pulpit or whatever. You remember?
Oy.
Well, whatever. And you
Hey,
have Chaco Barry and the black guy who do the beatbox or whatever. It's a lot
yeah,
of
the
stuff.
beatbox guy.
A
Right.
lot of
Well,
stuff to enjoy.
this one is saying Gus Cruz saying Naked Gun.
Oh, Naked Gun, Airplane. I mean, when
Exactly.
they said that's a world of comedy. You can't pick.
All that stuff. It's so funny. I remember when I was pregnant. Different things go. Well, you wouldn't know.
You was pregnant? Yeah, or
At one
somebody
point.
got you. Okay.
But like different hormones, different things happen, and like
Wait, you let somebody go hard? You let somebody go
I
hard?
remember it was, although I don't remember. I think it was
Wait,
Naked Gun.
you let somebody
But I
bust
remember.
inside? Okay, forget it. Go
What
ahead. You remember what?
did you
What's
say?
that? No, I said you let somebody to bust inside you. I guess you just let that happen, and then you got a babies. Or did the stork brought that one?
What was? Now I don't even know what I was.
You said you got pregnant.
Oh, I remember watching Naked Gun, and it was just struck me as the funniest thing on the planet at the time. Like I had seen it before, you know what I mean? But like at the time, there was something with me, like whatever was going on with me, and I was, yeah, in tears. Watch, I remember laying in my bed just laughing my ass off at that stuff. And
Naked Gun is
stuff
one of the fucking best.
like OJ, whatever. But like some of that stuff is
Yeah,
hilarious to me.
Nordberg. Okay, someone said we're not naming anything past the year 2000. Okay, let me go from
Well, I
comedies
liked
of,
Dumb and Dumber a lot. I liked
but
oh,
that's
that was before
what
that.
that was in the 90s.
Oh, you
But
know what? I love 40-Year-Old Virgin.
I
Is
was just
amazing.
about to say that one.
Um, I love
Anchorman.
Anchorman is amazing. I Love You Man.
I
Um,
never saw that one. Wedding Crasher.
you've never seen I Love You Man?
No, I know what it is,
I
but I never saw that one.
I said right at the beginning, Bad Words is one of my favorite ones. That's a Jason Bateman movie, and that's only a few years old. Bad Words is
I think
one
you
of my
just
all-time
love it,
favorites.
Jason
Where
Bate. You just love it,
I know
Jason
I do.
Bate.
I love Jason Bateman. Bad
Um,
Words is one of my top 5 comedies for sure. Walk Hard. There you go. That was
the
good.
Dewey Cox. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I like when every time he's like, "You don't want to smoke none of this, man," or whatever.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Well, you know what's great? Tropic Thunder is amazing.
Tropic. Now that one is up there for. That
That's
one would be
amazing.
in the. How could I leave that out? That would, if you wanna ask me my favorite comedies, that one would be up there with like.
Yeah.
It's in the conversation for the greatest comedy of all time.
You love Robert Downey Jr. in that one, don't you?
I mean, every single thing in that movie is he
It's
just
so good. It's so good. It's
it
so
is
good.
top shelf
I
like
was
that
just
fucking
watching it
movie.
again recently, and I'm like, this movie's freaking good.
Everybody in it is priceless, even down to McConaughey, who's not like a traditionally a fucking comedy actor. He's perfect in that part. And fucking Tom Cruise. I mean, Nick Nolte as the fucking bullshit artist.
It's all good.
I
This
mean,
old sergeant guy, yeah. It's amazing.
every
That movie's
fucking
incredible.
thing in that movie, every stuff
Agreed.
in that movie, the hiding, the acting, the God, I can't say
Agreed.
enough about that movie.
Agreed. Agreed.
That's up there. That's on like the Mount Rushmore of comedies for me, for.
Yeah, it really is incredible. And I have to
And
agree
like
with you,
Vince Vaughn, I think
Bridesmaids is awesome.
anything with Vince Vaughn for me, like
Yeah.
in a certain time period, he had a hunt there where even if it's a shitty movie, just him, he's gonna go on do his stuff that nobody else could do, and
Right.
he is gonna fuck you up. Same with, Jack Black is one of those kind of guys who his have his own style. Like for instance, School of Hawk. It's kind of like heartwarming family stuff, but some of the shit that he's doing, like improving in there, it's like only he can do, and it's
Yeah.
like it's kind of intoxicating. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like just
Yeah.
that Jack Black style.
Yeah. No,
But there's so
yeah,
much.
he's great. He's very, very, very talented.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then you got shit like Friday. I mean, you have all these type of stuff.
People love Grandma's Boy. I think that's Dan Hardy's favorite movie.
I seen Grandma's Boy once and then little pieces on cable. It was funny, but it wasn't like, oh God, are you? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was
I would
funny.
right.
It was
Couples
cool.
Retreat is funny. That one's funny. Couples Retreat is funny.
I
It's a
saw
good
that. That
movie.
was good. That was one that I'm not gonna buy that one, but I enjoyed
Right,
it.
right,
I
right.
enjoyed that.
Hey, well, listen, Hanoch, it is 10 o'clock. We could go
Time
on
for
like that.
the time for the Betty. Time for
I
Betty
haven't
Bye for
even
you.
I haven't packed yet for tomorrow. I got to go to Vegas. I got
Oh,
scripts to start writing. Like I got stuff I actually need to do. I don't know what I'm wearing this weekend. I don't know what to wear. I don't know.
something heavy,
Maybe.
something slutty.
Should I?
Why not?
You're
Why
right.
not give why not give the people a thrill? Imagine if you came in there looking like just wearing a leather fucking skirt and just
I have a leather skirt.
and just
What should I wear on
ass
top?
ass and chitties.
Kapow, kapow, kabang,
Yeah.
kabang.
And then put your hair back like it's Sade. You know what I mean? Just like in a ponytail. No.
No, that wouldn't look good.
With like a hoop earring.
I don't like just. You think that
But you
looks
gotta
good?
you
I
gotta
don't think
slick
that
it the
looks
fuck
good.
down. Okay, then put your hair in a
My
fucking put it
armpits.
up.
Where's my armpits, everybody?
Put your hair in front of your face or something like that.
I'm just gonna probably have my hair the way I have my hair, but I maybe will straighten it, but I don't think so.
You'll do it however I tell you to do it for her.
Is that right? Well,
Yeah,
Jimmy Rivera
yeah.
in the booth with me will be our friend Dean Thomas, who has been a guest on Tuesday Night
Oh, Gene
Festivities,
Chamas,
and
Brother Darkness.
Brother Darkness, Dean Thomas. You should look up his episode with us on Tuesday Night Festivities. A lot of fun. We love Dean.
Yeah, he's
And
good.
Michael Chiesa. And this will be
Okay,
Chiesa's
yes.
last work weekend before he gets married. So we're going to be wilding, I'm sure. So
Oh God, and we lost another one. Another poor soul has been
no, he loves his girl.
left
It's
by the
sweet.
wayside.
It's
Okay,
sweet.
right.
It's sweet.
Okay,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, 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 yeah. So yeah, Dean.
I never met Kiesa in real life, bro.
He's a good dude. Oh, come
Yeah,
on.
I can
Chiesa is
imagine. No, I didn't say nothing bad about him. I said I never met the guy. I
yeah,
would love to meet
yeah.
Kiesa. I like him as a fighter.
He's great, but he's like a Labrador retriever puppy. Like he's all energy and like
Or he's gonna
you
get
know,
excited, too excited from your Uncle Hanoch.
no, no, he's
He's gonna
awesome.
want me to toss around the ball with him or whatever,
He's
play
a high
catch.
energy guy. I love him. He's awesome. He's awesome.
Well, that's great.
Yeah.
Well,
So we'll
he's
have to
gonna
look
be
out.
a lot lower energy when he get married. They're gonna check a lot of the fun out of the guys. They're gonna check the
Well,
wind out of his sails for her.
look at Hanato. Look what I made for us. Because at the end of the
Why you mad?
day, you know how we're always like, "Hey, folks, where can people find us?
Oh yeah.
Where should they follow you?" Look what I made for us, Hanato. So you can find the festivity shows on
I'm not on there.
festivities.com. You can find us on
I don't
at,
see me in
at
there.
Karyn Bryant KB. So where to find me? At KBheat on Instagram, at Karyn Bryant on Twitter, and at Karyn Bryant on YouTube. So
The
just four
people are
things.
losing interest for her.
And where to find Hanato? At
Oh, caralho, look at
Hanato
that.
underscore Laranja.
Why do that look like so? That look iconic for her.
You think did that look iconic to you?
Yeah, why it look different when you show your stuff? It just look like a bunch of words up there. You show your Hanash one, it almost look iconic.
I mean, yeah, you might be right. But yeah, there's the festivities. So we're on festivities.com. We're on my YouTube. And we are also over on Instagram, obviously. And then yeah. So look at that. I thought that was a pretty good little graphic I made for us.
Okay, how about this? Before
Look
it
at
is a
that one.
nice.
Iconic, huh? Is that right?
Yeah, it looked great for her. I wanna before, and I appreciate that. And before, I mean, for all the money the fans have been sending you, thankfully it's going to good use for her finally.
Mhm.
Um, I wanna before we go, I wanted to get maybe a couple of spitball, some idea from the fan of okay, tell them the dilemma we're dealing with first of all, in terms of what we're looking for that the name Tuesday Night Festivities don't provide.
Right. So we know that the name Tuesday Night Festivities is a long name, and ideally, festivities is sort of like was going to sort of be an umbrella thing that I was sort of a new company that is moving direction into. So Tuesday Night Festivities was just something that we did one time
Yeah,
as like on a lark, but we didn't know it was going to stick, and we didn't know it was going to be something that we just
we should have known though. We should have known how we're gonna
we
give
should
the
have known the
people.
magic was there right away. So
They're
then
gonna
it
get
was sort of
addicted.
like, well, we just started doing it, but we didn't always want that to be the name of the show. We know it's incredibly long. We know it's hard to hashtag. We know it's all kinds of stuff. So we're looking for a name that encompasses the vibe of the two of us, the relationship we have with each other, the sort of tone of the show being sort of loose and lighthearted and fun and carefree and pushing the envelope a little bit. But we do talk about MMA, but we don't only talk about MMA. We also
Yeah,
talk about pop culture and dating and relationships. So we're looking for something that encompasses all of that energy into a word that would be or two or three, but that are more concise and that are easier for people
yeah,
to grab onto.
short and sweet, or that can be broken down into a what you call an acronym or whatever
An
that
anagram or whatever acronym, yeah, acronym
isn't
rather.
already stolen or whatever, because like TNF was like Tuesday night for Thursday night football, whatever the fuck it was.
Right.
So that one don't work. And then so we've had stuffs that was great names that we made us laugh or whatever, but we thought it's a mouthful to hide down in a hashtag. Like for instance, I had the idea of fight skinned because we
Right.
happen to be light skinned and we're
So
talking about
funny.
fighting. I said, but you're gonna sit down and hashtag fight skinned um, moist Tuesdays. Okay, but we also don't want to get married in the name to a certain day of the
Because what
week.
if we expand and all of a sudden we do two
Yeah,
nights a week?
yeah. It needs to be evergreen, porra.
The KB Natch show, the KB
Why
Natch.
you?
So I
Why
see what you're
you?
doing. You're doing like a
No,
Benifer type of thing. I see what you're
no.
saying.
If anything, it would be Henebi.
Right. Well,
No, I'm
here's the
kidding.
thing. It's not the Uncle Hanat show because
Oh, now. I don't hate that. I don't hate. Wait a second. Now, hold on.
I
Let's
mean
not
that's
be too
me.
hasty here.
I'm Karyn Bryant.
Wait,
The woman
wait,
who owns the channel that
wait.
you're currently watching the show on.
But let's not get emotional about this, and let's look at the pros and the con of this
I
one.
just don't think that really encompasses all the things
It
I just
it
said.
has a hint to it. I don't hate it. Let's put opinion
H and
down.
B show, the H and B show, the,
I like it, but the B don't fit. I know where you're getting. I know where you're getting at,
the H
and
and
I like it.
KB, the H and KB
Listen,
with the yeah.
another one that I thought of. Well, we also thought of.
See, this
But it
person,
was.
Dean D, though, is saying for a timeout. Dean D is saying Tuesday Night Festivities always worked for them. We might be
But hold
creating
on.
a problem
I
where there
understand.
isn't one,
No, I
but
understand that, but let's be
that
realistic.
might be just because you're used to it, right?
People don't want to fucking type in Tuesday night festivities. That's a long. People is lazy, and we
I
know
know that's
this.
why we changed the hashtag to TN
Like for
Festivities.
instance, the Joe fucking Hogan podcast. Okay,
Right.
people just put JHE. You
JR.
know, that's what I said. So they put that, and everybody know what they're talking about. What's easier than putting that? So that's they got it made with that.
Right.
Um,
I mean, see, and here's the thing: late night with KB and Hanato, we could do, but that just seems so generic.
it's too generic because also in a fucking to make it different than any other late night hashtag that is specific us,
And
you're
then
gonna
it's
have to be
right.
with Karen and Hanach, and it's
Okay,
like now you
LNWKB,
got
and that's
one of those hashtags that's like take up two fucking lines or whatever. It's not gonna work.
so here's the thing, JH21 125. Heech and
Heat,
Hanach is perfect, but here's the thing, and I agree with you, and I am KBheat over on Instagram. The thing is, see, the MMA Heat thing is for the whole thing. MMA
oh
Heat
yeah, yeah,
is
yeah. That's from the
MMA
past.
Heat is the old company that I used to do
What about Hanich? No,
ex-husband.
I'm
So,
kidding.
so
Oh,
I don't,
caray.
I'm trying to get
Yeah,
away
you
from
don't want to do
the MMA
that.
Heat name, which was really the origin of the festivities name anyway, was to be the new brand name. That was the whole thing. So
Yeah.
even though my name on Instagram is KB Heat, and I don't really think I'll ever change that because then you lose all the times you've been tagged. I don't really want to be branded with the Heat thing as much anymore. Thanks for understanding.
I'll brand you with some heat for her.
You
I'll
wish.
brand you cheeks. With
You
my
wish.
initial HL. I
Well,
okay.
here's the
So
person has a good point. Contender Series was originally Dana White Tuesday Night Contender Series. Just drop Tuesday night and just call it Festivities, which we did consider that. Just calling it Festivities. And then, but the problem is that was supposed to be, like I said, the brand name for my
the
new thing.
hub of her shit.
Right. But at this point, you know what? I just today was securing some new different domain names. So at this point, maybe that is the thing we do is just literally marry festivities to only this thing that we're doing. And I just do what something else elsewhere. That might make the most sense.
Okay, I'm gonna give you something that I thought of today. That was spitball. That was a branch of something that I came up with last night. You
Okay.
remember? Okay, so you remember I said sparring partners. Okay, but that was too
Yes.
generic. And
Right.
then I was like, what rhymes with sparring? And you said jarring, and we are saying jarring partners. Now I think that's funny because it's jarring or
I
whatever.
love it. Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
because Yonko Hanach can sometimes be a little jarring to some people.
sometimes you think,
But also it have to do with the sparring and the MMA and all that
of
kind of stuff.
course.
But then also I was thinking, okay, well, the partners is a little wordy or whatever. And but then I thought, well, what else is there with his sparring? And it's also you have a sparring sesh, you know. So
Sparring sesh is pretty good.
I thought of sparring sesh, and I didn't think that's bad. Sparring sesh, I think it's kind of fun, and I think that people wouldn't have that name already for much, and sparring sash.
I like
Um,
it.
yeah, because we have in a sash. And we're doing some verbal sparring, but we're also talking about, we in between fights for these guys, and it's kind of like they're sparring with us. We're not
Right,
trying to hurt it.
right.
We're gonna throw some zinger, but we're not trying to hurt nobody. We're not trying to knock anybody out.
Sparring sesh. Welcome to sparring. Welcome to
It's
sparring
possible.
sesh. Sparring sesh. It's possible because I also, like you said last night, I liked the idea how we were saying things that encompass the vibe. So that's why I was like push and pull. You know what I mean? Something that, like you said, that talked about the sparring part of it. You know what I mean? Something that embodied, like words that embodied the back and forthness of it.
Yeah, like a slobber knocker or whatever.
Yeah, slobber knocker.
Barn burner.
But nobody would be able to hashtag slobber knocker. No one would be able
That's
to
another fucking thing. Yeah, 'cause nobody can spell this shit.
Yeah, and so this person's saying you just see festivities as the name, and the hub thing, that I don't know, I don't know. It might just be that we
We might do nothing, but we're weighing our options right now. I mean, it
yeah.
don't
So
hurt
this person is saying. So how would you spell the last part?
sesh, just
SH.
sesh.
Yeah.
Sesh. Like
So
you're
and
having a
then the
sesh.
hashtag would be like spar sesh, SPARSESH, spar
Or
sesh.
sparring sash.
Spar sesh, sparring sesh. See, D&D likes jarring partners. We did too. We were cracking up when we
We
came
was
up with
laughing, so it seemed like it's not too shabby. That one was my favorite, to be honest.
it. I know, me too, me too, me too.
Also, what about jarring sash? I don't know. I mean, jarring, something being jarring is fucking funny to me. Like it's fucking jarring. And then you can see the poster, the billboard. It have you going like this, like caray, and have me going like, what do you want from me? Like it's like a screwball comedy,
Totally. It's just I feel like
jarring, and we got stupid gloves on or whatever. It's like,
the big one of those big gloves. But I
yeah.
feel like it's one of those things where if you were to open your email or open your text, it is like, would you like to be a guest on Jarring Partners? Then
But
it's
that's funny. Like it might be like, yeah, that shit is jarring. I like that because it also get
it
them.
might be,
It's a warning. It's a warning to what you got in store. It's like, oh god, yo, this ain't gonna be easy. It's gonna be jarring.
dude. I'm here for it. I agree that it's in the lead because it is funny. I
Okay,
don't
how
think
about this?
sparring
How about
sesh
this?
is gonna get like
Somebody,
because like
you know what?
sparring sesh, something like sesh, we're gonna be like
I
after a
can't
while we're gonna be
believe
like, I
I
don't know,
can't believe someone said groin shot. That I can't believe I didn't think of that. So okay, between
low blows.
it seems like people like of all the shit we said, nobody responded to anything like they did for jarring partners. Hmm.
Oh, this person is martial asking what's the best part of martial arts and sending some love from
Uh,
Lisbon. Thank human sir. I'm not sure is the best part of martial. Honestly, I think the best part of martial arts is the camaraderie, personally. But
Maybe the knockouts too. I don't know.
well, and watching the knockouts. But yeah, I think the camaraderie that you get among your people. I mean that's what I think. But in terms of straight watching it, yeah, it's the
And the punchang, because if you have a academy, you're gonna get the female student. Hold on, you're gonna get the female student who is enamored with you, and you're kind of like a wizard because you're showing them stuffs, and you're like the alfalfa male. And then also on top of that, you have like a single moms who is bring the kids for the kids class, and you can avail yourself of that ones.
poach.
It could be worse.
People sweet and salty. That's pretty good.
Oh, salt caramel. No,
But sweet and salty is kind of funny,
the only
but I'm not
problem
a
is
big
that we
sweet.
left with is that's the most generic hashtag, and it's gonna be 10,000 other shits instead
Well,
of
it also
just us.
doesn't imply fight stuff, but
Yeah, it implies us because I'm sweet and you salt. Wait a second, but not the waist,
below
but
the
the
waist,
belch, below the
below the belt.
belch.
But there is a below the belt podcast, I think already.
I didn't know that. I'm not surprised. I'm not
I
surprised.
think so. I think there is one already.
What's another stupid stuff I was thinking before bed yesterday? Like,
See, and that's the whole thing. Festivities is funny. It's fun and funny. Like we might be inventing a problem where there isn't one, but I don't know. I do
well,
think jarring partners is damn good though.
I think it really get to the core meaning of the show.
So just we would just do hashtag jarring partners or
I guess
jarring.
I don't know. I mean, we don't have to make the. It's not like you gotta make the decision right now. I was just throwing shit out there so that the
It's funny
fans
though.
can tell us. Because if we off base, they're gonna tell us. And if they like something, they like something, and they're part of this too. Let's face it, they're the ones who's gonna
Of
be
course.
looking for the fucking shit, and
Of
telling their
course.
friends and other people like you gotta listen to this one.
KO Club. Yeah, see, that's the thing is I liked the idea of the club vibe too, like the hangout. Like that was another idea, something that implied that we are, that like that what we're doing here, the after party thing, the
Yeah,
hangout.
but you gotta dress more alluring, more sexuality if we're gonna call it the club.
Hanato, I don't need to do anything I don't want to do.
Yeah, you do. You do whatever I tell you, or else it's kaput.
How about we just call it so sexual chocolate?
It could be worse.
I
What's
think we
something
might have
like?
a copyright infringement on that one.
What about caramel stuff? Like I know there's some caramel. Is
Yeah,
there some
caramel
caramel
something, but
puns?
this caramel, right? Yeah, because but this person does like sparring sesh. Yeah,
How about baby hoof? No, I'm
cinnamon
kidding.
nights. Actually, you came up with something that was cinnamon based last night, but we figured a lot of people wouldn't know how to spell cinnamon.
Right. Yeah. 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 People
But
is
it's
gonna be
funny.
fucking crazy with the cinnamon.
Caramel nights, but that doesn't imply any fight stuff.
Yeah. That don't.
It
Yeah.
sounds like a rom com, like like yeah.
How about saltwater chaffee? No, I'm kidding.
Jarring
Wait.
Partners is in the right direction. Yeah, I think so too.
How about Charleston Chew? No, I'm kidding. Uh,
Ebony and Ebony.
uh,
Oh, see, Mocha. Yeah,
wait. What
Mocha
about
Latte.
like Dumb and Dumber? You said light and lighter. No,
Somebody, I like where Omega is going. Karyn Bryant and guest. Thank you.
that's hurtful. That's.
Thank you,
I feel
Omega.
like that's a
I
gut punch.
agree. We could actually just call the show normal or now. Normal now.
Hey, I take umbrage of that. Now that's at my expense. You're taking it. You
Butter
stepping on my
pecan.
toes.
Yeah, we're
Butter
just coming
pecan.
up with all kinds of euphemisms for us, but
Well, why not butter brickle, butter hum hazen?
caramel,
Oh,
caramel
what about
right?
hum hazen? The ice cream.
Huh?
Carol,
Caramel right?
that's
Well,
a hell of a
not for
mouthful. We're
nothing.
trying to shorten it up, not lengthen the one to
This person has a
three.
good point. We just call the show KB and Hanoch.
I got more taste in my penis. I'm kidding.
I don't even know what the hell that is supposed to mean.
It's from a movie.
What
It's from True
the hell?
Romance. You ever seen that one?
Oh, of course I've seen True Romance.
Yeah, well, where he goes, yeah, remember he's asking the Bronson Pinch the coked out director is asking the Bronson Pinchot character like because they're doing this Vietnam movie and it's a sequel and he goes,
Okay.
hey, what are they settling on the name? But they calling what are the studios settling on? And then the guy goes, Body Bags True, because the movie's called Coming Home in a Body Bags, the first one,
Oh, right.
and they
Okay,
doing
right.
the sequel. He goes Body Bags True, and then the director go, I get more taste in my penis.
What does that
Fine.
even mean?
It means it has no taste. It's the most tasteless
I
fucking.
know. Yeah,
So
I
he's
get, I
like
get it.
he's
But
like
why would
my penis tastes better than that fucking name.
I just? That's just.
Yeah, it's a hell of a thing to say, but hey, it got me good when they said it when he said it at the theater, boy. Because the way he said it with disdain, he goes, I got more taste in my.
Yeah.
It's
See,
got more. It got more taste in there. Anyway,
kicking. That was one thing I thought of. But see, I feel like kicking it, the whole like kicking it or the sesh stuff like that. I feel like that might start to feel
yeah,
dated.
yeah. Also, I think in that you also leaving out one of the main ingredient. That's like the main ingredient without Cuba Gooding Senior.
P. Brown has a good point, though. We
Wow,
might want to
that.
hold off until we know Unc's electricity is going to stay on.
Uh, now I
He's
now I
in like
see what this is. Now what I see what this has turned into.
fracas is friends and foes. Fracas and foes. I love the word fracas. That's a great word. Friends and
Tuesday night
foes.
fracas.
Fracas,
Listen,
fight
I like
fracas.
fracas. I'm not upset with fracas, but we
I'm
gotta.
not upset with
We
fracas
said no
either.
more
It's a good
Tuesday
word.
nights and all that fucking shit.
Fracas.
Because
Hash just calling it Welcome to the fracas.
come
I'm
on,
not mad at fracas. It's a fun word to say.
just the fracas.
The
Come on,
fracas.
frack that. You could put fracas in with something,
La
spice it
da,
up in
frack
there.
that, and then that guy totally fracked that on the end of the show. Fracas.
Frack, fracas.
Fracas is fracas the
But you
fracas.
can't just call the fucking show fracas.
Fracas.
Just
Fracas or
fracas.
the
And
fracas.
welcome to fracas.
Fracas. Yeah, kind
I
of
don't
like
know about that.
welcome to, explosion with, you know what I mean? It's like fracas. That implies a lot of things going on at once, doesn't it? What's the word for like
I
an
don't know
like
what you
a
call that. Like the Vandalay Silva shit. Yeah.
yeah, no, but I'm saying like a like when you see like when you see the drawing of an atom, like and how all the things are and like you see
Oh,
the
collision. That's
yeah,
colliding atom.
yeah, like a super collider, like an atomic, like
A
a
maelstrom.
maelstrom. Yeah, people can't spell maelstrom. The AE thing is going to throw everybody off.
Listen, I like jarring partner.
Jarring partners is great, but fracas is
Um,
a fun word. But jarring partners is great. Rear naked jokes, that's cute, Tim. That's cute. Rear naked jokes.
not too shabby. But then again, we're not just about jokes.
And we're not just about MMA.
We're about heel journalism here. We get to the bottom of shit.
Yeah. Well, this
We're like
person is saying,
Barbara Walter.
yeah, yeah.
Oh
Spicy.
wait, something like the View. Wait, what? Like the something.
Or
Wait,
near
what he said?
fracas and fights. Yeah, oh no, this one is saying this guy's
Yeah,
saying
but a fight is
spicy.
a fracas. Spicy
Spicy.
with
Yeah,
KB and
exactly.
Egyptian cinnamon. Yeah, that's
Exactly.
not a that yeah, the hashtag on that one is a hell of a that's a doozy.
Yeah.
Um
Hmm. Planet Fracas, yeah, or Planet Arrakis. They're saying, let's see, Colizao, exactly. See, that's the thing is like my friend Evie and I do Trocasao, which we're trying to revive, which was our stuff that we did in Portuguese, and that was what was so great about it because just one word it embodied the whole thing because it was like an exchange and it embodied
that's
like a
the
fair fight
past.
and a fist fight and stuff. And so it was perfect to have one word.
Well, how about Pohada something?
Pohada, but there isn't there was an everyday Pohada podcast already, I thought, right?
There is? Oh, I didn't know that.
I think so.
Okay, well, never mind that.
Under the under the gi. Atomic fracas. Yeah, atomic fracas. Well, we got some good things. Yeah, yeah, it'll come when you least expect it. That's what he said.
You better believe that one. You don't know gonna know what hit you, boy.
Oh, I'll know what it is. And it's definitely not hitting me.
Don't be so sure of that one.
Oh, I'm pretty sure.
That's like Nosferatu. He was talking about the shadow of the vampire. It's the shadow of Count Chocula. Oh, how about we call Count Chocula's Leia with also KB?
With that hoe KB.
Yeah, and KB.
With that hoe DAT.
What about a great not just podcast with also KB featuring? Yeah, it can be like Maze featuring Frankie Beverly. You know,
Yeah,
you know when they do that when they have like the band and then they say it's with
I
somebody.
do. I
Yeah,
do.
like Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes
In the blue notes,
featuring
exactly.
Chatty Pendergrass for him.
Pendergrass, listen, dude. We're at the 2 hour mark just about now, so I gotta, we gotta go because I
You
gotta
think
go.
you don't think I got other things to do, Karen?
Well, right when I had already done the
They
sign
can
off,
whack me outside, maybe even easier. You gotta get me out. Okay. My fucking battery signal just came up, so it's time to go now.
let me run this one more time so everybody knows where they can find us. Okay, so let's start this over. But so yeah, so the show Festivities, you can find us on festivities.com. You can find us
Fucking Karen, they would have never found it. If you didn't, why did you do that, Karen?
they were gonna find it.
Fucking Karen, they would have never found it.
They were gonna find it.
That's all we had, Karen.
I'm sorry. I'm
I
They
hit the
were
wall
gonna
3 times.
find it. They were gonna find it. That's how you find us, folks. And so this was episode 32, believe it or not.
You know who gets caught, Karen? You know who gets caught? Vinny
Yes,
Magalesh. You know why? Because he falls away in the getaway car because he's a fucking
N-word.
obese piece
It's
of shit for
actually
her.
N-word stick up, man.
Oh, well, I thought it was fat
N-words.
Magalesh
I think
for
it's
her.
like no, it's N-word.
I thought it was N-word scissor hands. Okay.
Um, but listen, yeah, I'm working this weekend, so we got Rob Font in the main event. Rob was our guest last week on Tuesday Night Festivities. You can see that on festivities.com and here on YouTube and all that. You got to check out the show with Rob last week. He was a great guest. Calvin Cater and Tyson Chatier made the guest appearances.
Tyson Everett Chowdier was on there for her. I really love that.
Yeah, it's good stuff. It's good stuff. So definitely, hopefully you can check these shows out. And yeah, we have a lot of fun and we will be back at it. Usually we are on Tuesdays. That's why it was called Tuesday Night Festivities. But since we went to the screening and stuff last night, we are doing it on Wednesday this week. But we are a Tuesday night show
Yeah.
in general. So
We was schmoozing. We was doing Hollywood stuffs, okay?
yeah,
Trying to, so we can do more projects and making more money,
that's right.
caray. And
But
bring you more quality entertainment for free, caray. Slaving over a hot hing light for $4.99 in donations, caray. I feel like a busker on the train station, caray.
thank you everybody for all of the donations. We
KB
really
appreciates that. Don't worry.
we really appreciate you guys. And yeah,
Your Uncle Hanoch never gonna see cent one of that money, caray. As long as I live.
guys,
I hope you're gonna leave a will for me for her or something. Am I in your will yet? I'm just curious.
No, we gotta go, folks.
Okay.
Thank you for joining us. See you
Okay,
later.
everybody. Let me see that one. Okay.
Bye.